Hello and welcome to this week's Cities in a Snap event. I am your organizer and host, Kazjim, and I would like to thank all of you for coming out today. A couple brief things. First of all, thank you moderators who help make this happen. They help keep the chat kind of sane. They also help answer a lot of questions. They also do things such as managing the Discord, managing our Facebook page, keeping the Instagram and Twitter running, and a variety of other activities such as being giveaway wardens. Also, I want to thank all of you who help make this event happen on a weekly basis. This does take a lot of man hours on the back end, and it's up to you guys to make sure that it can continue. You guys can help contribute to the Cities in Snap event directly by subscribing to this channel here, twitch.tv/citiesinasnap, or by going and giving bits, or you can donate directly, or you can even sign up for our Patreon, link down below. And we also want to encourage all of you to let your friends know how you spend your Saturdays, and also be sure to hop in the community Discord. We're in there all the time, we're answering questions, we're responding to feedback, and we're continually trying to make this event better for you, the viewer. Anyways, thank you so much for coming out, thank you to this week's participants, and I hope you enjoy this week's Cities in a Snap. And they've got less than 2 minutes to go. In fact, it looks like Eclipse Chris is in, so we can go ahead and give them the starting whistle. We have 30 seconds. That's right, 30 seconds until they begin, folks. Get the hype rolling in chat, because they've got just 25 seconds until they begin. Cities in a Snap. Can we get the hype rolling in chat? And now they've got 15 seconds left, folks. Less than 15 seconds. And now they've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start! The 3 participants that are in on the correct map are beginning. Eclipse Chris will be a little further behind, but he knows that. We waited as long as we could for him, but we are ready to go. We are rolling! Next year is the last time we do summertime. Really? Are you guys officially getting rid of it, Maestro? That is interesting. But now, let's go ahead and check out what all these folks are building, all but Eclipse Chris for now. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what they're doing. So Gratham was the week 1 winner of this event, and he actually did really well. It was an absolutely legendary build. He built the best US rural style city he could in just 2 hours time. He wowed us all with his big, beautiful pastures, open farmland, but now he is actually going and delving into the spooky, the nitty gritty, and the things that go creak in the night as he tries to spook us on this miraculous Halloween. I wish you guys would. Same, I know, right? What's up, comrade? I wish the UK would get rid of it too. I know, right? I used to like it until I had kids waking up at 5 a.m. Rip. There we go. Same for Q-Boy. Maestro, any chance you can cancel Heat Waves next? He's working on that. He probably has a time machine for it somewhere. But up next, we of course have participant number 2, which is your Early Rav, or Early Rave, however you want to call it. Early Rave is actually a newer person to building on Cities in Snap, but he's not new to the community. He built the best rural EU representation he could a couple weeks ago, and he has been doing absolutely great ever since. He wowed us then. He'll probably wow us now. I can't wait to see what kind of spooky things he does. And already, I'm going to note that Gratham and Early Rav actually have some pretty spooky themes going on. They have a nice spooky LUT. It's going to be really... I would love to see maybe a haunted house or something with that LUT. I love the LUT they're using. I'm going to have to ask them what they are using. We'll circle back to Eclipse Chris, but for now, we're going to go ahead and have a quick look at what Kiggy is doing. That's right, because now we're on Kiggy, the legendary one. He actually is the reigning champion of this event. That's right, he won in September. He is looking to defend his title, and we will see if he is able to do such things. I think he has the ability to do it, but the real question is, do you? But let's go ahead and circle back, and let's go ahead and see what each of these folks has to say for themselves. So we're going to be diving right on in, and we'll go ahead and have a quick little chat with participant number 1, Gratham. What's up, Gratham?
Hello, Kazjim.
So you've got a really neat LUT going on. So you want to tell us a little bit about the LUT you're using, what your plans are for today, what do you think of the map, and what do you think of your competition?
So the LUT I'm using is a combination of like loads and loads and loads of different ones. To like say the very, very least, and also the theme too.
Right.
It takes quite a few textures from the Tiberian one, like the water, for example.
Right.
People know of a Tiberian sort of theme pack. What was the other questions again, Jim? Sorry, I'm a bit
no, you're perfectly fine. My next question was, so what do you think of the map in your competition today?
So the competition, we got 2 veterans and then like me and Early Rav, who this is our first final. So that's obviously a bit not disconcerting. We're up against it, I guess, is maybe the way I'm trying to put it. Which is both good and bad. I mean, we can't all be however many times finalists like Chris, and I think Kiggy's been in it once before. To say the least.
Right.
All lovely people, and they've all got their own plans, and it should be, hopefully, if they get all their stuff done that they want to, really, really good.
Right.
So sorry.
Oh no, you're perfectly fine. So the next bit here is, so what do you think of your actual build? Like, what's your plan? What's your strategy this time? Do you have a specific build in mind? Because you had a very specific vision last time. And now you've been working on some stuff on the back end. So you want to tell us a little bit about that? Or is it something that we're going to have to wait and see?
We're going to have to wait and see. Some of the stuff that I've been building for this, out of my own assets and my own time, is going to be fairly close to the end. However, do feel free to ask me questions about it, because I've been doing other assets for, like learning how to make assets and things for other builds that I've been doing. But
right, that's been very interesting to follow, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is actually going to be like an extension of my last season of Snap, actually. Oh, this junction is going to look terrible. I have to fix that later on. Maybe it's a spooky hand. I don't know. This is going to be an extension of the US rural one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a rural United States one. It's going to be all about this dock. There's been a massive cold snap recently of I do believe you can relate to.
Yes, I can.
So we're going to try and build a city in here, have some mining industry in there. Try and get some farms in at the end, and just sort of again get the feel, because I'm all about that feel, right? I need the if it doesn't feel like the right place of what I'm building, it's like this is going to be again kind of rural America. By the way, it is right hand traffic. I do feel like I've let the other contestants down, I guess. So
you probably have. They're probably going to gang up against you, and you just don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my British license now, which is not going to be the best. But yeah, so again, this is an extension of the same story as the other one. So hopefully it should all work out pretty well, and we should all be looking at a very, very nice sort of small dock town. I say small. This is actually a pretty big dock, to be honest, Kaz Jim.
Right.
Although I do like the map, it's a big dock.
You know what? That's perfectly fine, though. We're going to go ahead and let you go, though, because you've got a lot of buildings to do, a lot of stuff to envision, and I don't want to make you stress anymore. So we will be right back with you around the halfway point, and in the meantime, best of luck, and we will be keeping an eye out for any spooks that may come our way.
Yes, have a good one, everyone. Have a good one,
All right.
Jim.
And that brings us on to Early Rav. What's up, Early Rav?
Oh, Jesus, you scared the shit out of me, man.
Early Rav, Rave 3, whatever.
Well, yeah. It's early rave, by the way, but we had that talk already.
Yeah, we did. I just keep dorking it up. But,
Yeah.
So what's going on here? What's going on with your build? Do you feel like you've got a good plan? So what's your strategy for today?
Well, my strategy is to beat 3 UK people for tonight, but we'll see if that's gonna happen.
That's a good strategy. I like that strategy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as far as your actual build, what can we expect to see with the build? It already looks like it's got kind of a noir feel to it. Is that kind of what you're going for, or?
Well, I practiced on a different map, which I actually practiced a little bit too much on, but beside that, it's kind of threw me off, because I think this is the best part of the map where I can build my plan instead of the starting tile. That's just...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't really like this map, by the way. So.
Oh, well, you know, sometimes you get lucky with the map, sometimes you don't. So, what particularly don't
True.
you like about the map, out of curiosity?
Well, at first I had no idea what to do with this thing, so
Yeah.
I just ignore it. So I would just play on this side of the map.
You know what, that's fine, just ignore the thing you don't like, and honestly, always a good strategy. So, as far as your competition today, you're up against a couple of veterans, and then you and Grafton. This is your first time in a final.
Indeed, it is.
So does it feel kind of surreal that you're in a final after your first time competing, or is this just kind of a, are we just adding insult to injury, having made you compete already?
No, it's really. After the first time, I had no idea that I would win anyways, because it didn't really go as planned. But I just made the best out of it. Or I couldn't do it. And it was just a shock that I won. Just last time the competition was also very good, so.
It really was, but again, you definitely showed us what you can do. Now, can we expect to see some of that magic replicated this time, or is this a situation where you're going to have to kind of shoot from the hip again and just hope for the best? Do you think you have a shot at knocking down Kiggy from being the reigning champion?
Well, I do my best with that. I can't do much more, sadly, but, well, only taking bribes.
Awesome, and then we do have people in chat asking, why is your game black and white?
Oh, I use a black and white LUT, just to make the extra spookiness for my later plan. That's gonna happen the last 30 minutes.
I like it. I think it's a good thing. Again, like I said, kind of a noir feel, kind of like an old time, like, you know, you could definitely see like a Frankenstein's monster walking down the main street type thing. But
well, not so far, but you getting to the point a little bit, yeah. It's all part of the plan.
All part of the plan. I like it. So, final bit for you. Are there any tricks that we can look for up your sleeves, or is this all going to be treats?
It's all going to be treats.
Ooh, I can't wait to see. Folks, again, this is Early Rave. Be sure to go check him out using the links available with the participants command, and we will be sure to check in with you around the halfway point. How's that sound?
That sounds fine, man. See you then.
All right, and now we are on to participant number 3, Eclipse Chris. What's up, Chris? So yeah, we've had some issues today, haven't we?
Yeah, this is one of the reasons I don't like maps off the workshop where they haven't been tested beforehand.
It was tested, just for some reason.
I tested myself.
Oh, you tested yourself, right? That's fair. So now, as far as the actual strategy today, what's your strategy for a build? Like, do you have a plan today? Do you have kind of a centralized idea that you're going for? Or are you just going to try and make it spooky as you go?
I've got a couple of ideas that I've been practicing in terms of just a couple of scenes, an overall look, that sort of stuff to sort of get a vibe of how I want it to play out and want it to resemble and look like.
You know what, that's fair. So now, as far as your competition today, you're up against a few veterans, and we're not a few, but you're up against another veteran because you are one of the veterans. You're up against Kiggy. You also have a couple of very strong participants. You've got Gratham and Early Rave, who came in and just wowed us with what they did. So how do you feel about your competition overall?
I always like to have a bit of competition. Makes these build a bit interesting because it pushes each person to up their game, try and pull out something that's even better than the rest, and try and outdo everyone else. So you see a lot of great stuff come out of these finals.
Awesome, and I definitely agree, because again, I think this is where we see the most innovation, because obviously, I think we end up with the most shock value in the early events, but then as we get further into the event, we end up getting to the final, and then the final is where we have a lot of, I guess, kind of the big, like, I guess the scale and the scope of things gets deeper, because you see people going deeper, you see people not taking as big of chunks, you see them focusing, and that's where you really see the things that innovate, not just the event, but the community. And I think that, I mean, you're a good example of that. I mean, using the rushing water asset that you found, that was brilliant. Like, that's something that actually did it here. We saw it popping up all over the community for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yes, even Kiggy used it in his qualifier.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's one of those things that it's incredible that you can see stuff like that in the final, and then it just impacts the community. And I'm really excited to see what happens today and who comes up with that item, whatever it is. I feel like every final, there's that one item that just lasts forever, and we'll have to figure out what that's going to be this time. But in the meantime, I'll ask you one last thing. So we had to get you in on an emergency map because you couldn't.
Oh, yes.
Because you couldn't get in. So you want to tell us all which map you're playing on?
I wasn't even looking at the. It's one of the vanilla maps that you get in the base game. I'd have to go back and find it. It's probably third from the bottom, 2 rivers or something.
Okay, that's fair. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that's 2 rivers. So thank you so much for that little bit of insight. And again, this is a special thing for Chris because for some reason he loaded the map fine once and then it didn't load fine after that.
That is incorrect information, Kaz. I hadn't loaded that map before.
Oh,
so
is
it's
it?
the first time loading it. I loaded it twice because I thought it was an issue. Tried to download something else. Didn't work,
gotcha.
And it failed again.
That's interesting, yeah. So we had a little bit of a technical issue. He had to go to a fallback map. That doesn't happen often, but we have decided to let it slide this time. But in the meantime, Chris, we're going to let you go. You've got a lot of work to do, and we'll be checking in with you around the halfway time. How's that sound?
Yes, sounds great. I look forward to hearing from you again.
Awesome. And that brings us on to
Yeah.
participant number 4, Kiggy. What's up, Kiggy?
Hello, Mr. Kazjim. How you doing?
Doing well. Your face is bigger than it normally is. Your face is bigger than mine. It scares me. It absolutely scares me. So, what's going on here? What's going on with your build? Anything that you can tell us about it? What's your plan?
I'm liking the map. It's got some interesting areas. So I'm just sort of trying to use what is already available to help build a couple of smaller rural sort of town areas. And then from there, obviously, second half, as you know, I usually sort of focus on my main sort of theme for the whole map. So we'll be working on those areas towards the end.
No, that's fair.
Moment,
So,
yeah,
as far as
looking good.
spooky, what are you going to do that's spooky? How are you going to spook us? Or are you only going to give us treats instead of tricks?
Ooh, maybe a bit of a treat and a trick. We'll have to wait
Ooh.
and see. Second half will.
You want to give us
show-
any hints? Come on, we need some hints. Give us something.
It's going to be very different. There's a couple of assets I found recently, which. Do you remember the game Warcraft 3?
Yes.
I found an asset on the workshop which is very much from that kind of game. So I'm going to try and bring that into play.
Okay, sounds
That's
good.
all I'm
So,
going to say for now.
what do you think of your competition today? You've got some pretty stiff competition. You've, of course, got another veteran, Eclipse Chris. And then you've got 2 very strong contenders, Grathamy and Early Rave. So, do you feel like they have a good shot? Do you feel like you've got this in the bag? How are you feeling as the reigning champion?
Well, anybody can topple somebody from being the champion. That's something that can happen at any point, any stage. So it's good to see. Obviously, I've been watching Gratham and what he's been up to with his assets, and he's going to have a very interesting twist, I think, which could push it in his favour. Eclipse Chris, obviously, we all know he does some wonderful, wonderful work. I need to sort out my power now. But yeah, it's gonna be good. And Early Rav, it's his first ever final, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, same
So
with
it's gonna be
Gratham.
interesting to. Was it Gratham's first final?
Yeah, it's Gratham's first final. It's his 3rd total time competing.
Wow. I know he's been up against me at least once, maybe twice.
Once, as it turns
it'd
out.
be in- Once? I thought it was more than that.
Nope. I've got records
Too
that
much
show
time's
otherwise.
gone by. Too
You know
much
what, that's
time's
fair.
gone by.
So, we're going to go ahead and leave you be, Kiki. You've got a lot of building to do. I don't want to distract you any further, but good luck defending your
Alrighty.
title, and we will look forward to seeing what you do. I'm really excited to see what you do with this map, and with the spooks, and the tricks, and the treats.
Cheers, guys.
Awesome. And now we are back on our quadrant. And I do apologize, the Discord volume was balanced beforehand. It's still balanced overall. I don't know why, but Kiggy's own microphone, he seems to be talking quieter or something than he was beforehand during the mic check. So I do apologize for that. There's not much we can do about that after the event goes live. He just seems to not be talking loud enough. I don't know what's going on there. We will look into it, though. Yeah, we don't allow people to alter the Discord volumes and all that, because obviously that would mess up the event, generally speaking. He is a little bit too quiet for me, but I'm a weird person. There we go. Yeah, there we go. AK Mid Circle Town Day. Yeah, it was Green Cities. Exactly. Hey, there we go. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and I think what we're going to have to do is we're actually going to go ahead and get ready to close the first giveaway here in just about 2 or 3 minutes. So, folks, if you want to enter the giveaway for the Modern City Center Pack, sponsored by Kitty Claude, be sure to go ahead and use ! giveaway to figure out more about it, and then use ! ticket to actually enter the giveaway. And reminder, everyone can win one thing a day. So that way we don't end up with situations where one person wins all of the things. Make sure that you enter, and then if for some reason you win something and you don't want it, be sure to just let us know. We'll put it back in the pool. It's no big deal. But keep in mind, you don't have to use it yourself. You can always give it to a friend. You can hang on to it. You can give it away yourself, or you can just mount it on the wall like Nightmorphous does with all of his base game copies. There we go. All right, and then Sushi Cat Yum, thank you so much for doing that. There we go. Welcome in, Ship. Hope you're having a beautiful day. What's up, Pirate? Wait, one thing a day. I wonder how this happened. I know, right? Just me? I know. Who would have thunk that there would be a limit on that? I just want the DLC for cities. I know, right, Mario? Well, you're giving 2 choices for that today. You've got the Modern City Center, and then at the end, we've got a DLC of your choice that anyone in chat can win for any platform. Again, this is a Steam key, but later on, we're giving away one for any platform. Again, any platform. That is happening as the 3rd giveaway today, and you've got about 2 minutes left in that giveaway, folks, so be sure to enter the giveaway. Use ! ticket to enter. And Streamertopia with 100 bits, high five. Thank you so much for the support of this event, and thank you Zreezy for 5 bits earlier. Thank you Cybex for a 2nd Twitch baby, 9 months, absolutely magnificent. Thank you to Maestro Chan for 9 months, absolutely legendary. And I believe we have a couple more that I will go ahead and shout out. Thank you Burritor for your support. That is 2 months of support. Thank you so much, Burritor. Thank you Kitty Claude for 6 months, half a year at tier 1. And thank you Nightmorphous for 9 months. We have had 3 Twitch babies today. Count them. 3 Twitch babies. That is absolutely legend. Can we get some hype in chat for the beginning of the CIS Twitch babies? Absolutely legend. But wait, I can win all 10 giveaways, but I can't activate all of them. I need to choose what I want, or how does this work? You would basically tell me which one you want. So basically, if you enter and win for Modern City Center, you are then ineligible for the other ones. But if you enter and lose, you are still eligible. That's how it works. There we go. All right, and then Kitty Claw jamming out there. So again, folks, I also want to go ahead and thank everyone who has been helping make this event possible. We've got a lot of stuff down the pipeline, and it's thanks to you that we're able to do this. So let's go ahead and check out more of what Gratham's doing. Gratham is doing a lot of grid work. He's doing a lot of road layout, and he seems to just be laying out a lot of the baseline that he can build on top of. And we saw this last time, where he comes in, he builds up a good base, a good baseline, and then we see him start to morph it and kind of, I guess, manipulate it a little bit to make sure that everything lines up well in the end. And then, of course, over here, we've got Early Rave, who is, again, I love the LUT for this. The LUT for this is absolutely great. It's such a good choice, going for that noir feel, making it feel like you can see Frankenstein's monster pop up out of nowhere. I absolutely love it. And Papa Norse, 4 months, high five. Thank you so much for your support of Cities in a Snap. It really means a lot. Get the hype rolling in chat, folks. Get that hype rolling. Toady Tech Issues, mostly just general spookiness. Hype, there we go, that's right, Toady. Lots and lots, a long time no see, Kitty, I know, right? There we go, sub for Papa North, indeed, we're doing a giveaway, Toady, and we just got done with the first round of interviews, that's true. And we're actually getting ready to draw that giveaway as soon as we finish reviewing everyone. And we were just with Eclipse Chris, so we'll go ahead and skip him and go straight to Kiggy. And Kiggy, already, he's building up towards the dam, it looks like. And it also seems like he might be going for a couple of smaller satellite towns, which could be a very interesting vibe. I'm really excited to see what people do with this. Because again, Spooky in a Snap, spookiness, that's just something you can do so much with that. And I think that it's possible we see some wide variances in build, and I can't wait to see what people come up with. But let's go ahead and bring in Kitty Claude here. Kitty Claude is going to be drawing our first giveaway, and Toady starting up a hype train with that gift sub to Kazwife. Get the hype rolling in chat. You all are legends, absolute legends. And Kitty Claude, if you are here, let's go ahead and close out that first giveaway and start up that next one. Keep the hype rolling in, folks. Thank you so much for your support of Cities in a Snap.
Okay, and I'm about to draw the winner, and the winner is Just Me.
Just Me! Wait, how did you win again? Is Just Me rigging this? That is literally 4 in a row, but he can't win any more today, so...
No. I don't know, Just Me, they have a horseshoe around them or something.
Oh my goodness, that is actually hilarious. That is...
I know, right?
Like, how do you do that, Just Me? Okay, so
Yeah.
Just Me has won.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, so... Kitty Claude, what are we giving away next to not Just Me, apparently?
Okay, and the next one, and you got to give me a few minutes to get this set up, but the next one, when it starts, it will be from me, and it is the Hunter Call of the Wild, and you get a DLC with that. You get the Silver Ride Peaks DLC with that.
Neat. So what is the
Yes.
what is that Hunter game about? You want to tell us really quick what it's about?
I think it's about hunting.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, right? It is immersive hunting experience. So you go into an open world and you see deer and bison, and I guess you have to hunt them. So there you go.
Interesting. Well,
It's
we'll
like a
have
hunting
to
sim.
check that out. Whoever gets it, you'll definitely have fun with that. If you're into hunting, you like the outdoors, that's going to be the thing for you. Thank you, Kitty Claude, for getting that set up and for sponsoring 2 giveaways today. It's absolutely legendary. Thank you so much, my friend. And do you have any final words you'd like to say to folks about the giveaways this time?
No, just enjoy the giveaways to whoever wins. It looks like Captain really wants that one, so fingers crossed, Captain. See if you get
Keep
that
your
one.
fingers crossed.
Yes.
Absolutely keep your
Okay.
fingers crossed on that. And also, I'm going to take advantage of this because I'm going to tell Kitty Claude and I'm going to tell the community about this. Next week, we'll be giving away a copy of Surviving the Aftermath. So if you're curious about that game, we'll be giving away a copy of that next week as well, courtesy of Cities in a Snap. So stay tuned for that. Sorry to just dump that on you right then, Kitty. But yeah, that's what we're doing next week, by the way.
Yep, that's okay. And then I will actually have another giveaway to go with that. So, and actually next week, the one that we give away will actually be sponsored by Adventures of AJ.
Nice! I can't wait to see
Yeah.
what that is. Out of curiosity, what is that going to be?
Sunset Harbor.
Oh, so we got some good giveaways this week and
Yeah.
next week. But
Yeah.
folks, you have to tune in for that. And Kitty Claude, thank you so much. We'll be chatting with you here in just a little bit again.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. And thank you so much again to Kitty Claude for that. And we are actually going to be checking out. Actually, I took her to the wrong room. I apologize. Now it's banish her again. Wow, we are filled with that. Ooh, that game is so fun. It is so much fun. Has someone done a Steam guide on that game? That's right, Gareth. I have done a Steam guide on that. There we go. That's nice of him. Indeed. Interesting. Pass luck to Captain Obvious. Exactly. Pass the buck. AJ is so great. He brought me here. Well, that's great, Plutar. We're glad you're here. I'm so glad to have you here because this is the best place to be on Twitch on Saturdays, in my opinion. But you know what? I'm just biased because we are the only weekly city building event, and we are absolutely great. It's such a fun time, such a great showcase of our lovely community. And remember, folks, we are always looking for participants, so be sure to use !register to be on that list of people that can participate in Cities in a Snap. We're still looking for a couple more slots to fill for November, so if you want to participate in November, then be sure to use !register and register today. We want to get you in, we want to get you building, we want to see what you can do in just 2 hours time. It's going to be absolutely legendary. Hey, Mighty Life good? Indeed, it is good. There we go. There we go, host. There we go. That is all right. There we go. And now, there we go. No running giveaway. The giveaway is not open yet. There we go. All right, nice low weekend. You. There we go. There you go. Register. There we go. That is available on Discord. There we go. Take it. There we go. Be sure to get your tickets. The giveaway has started. Hunter, Call of the Wild, and DLC Silver Peaks. Be sure to enter that giveaway now with !ticket. It is now live. I apologize for that. Similar hands full sourdough notes at the moment. Nice. That's pretty cool. There we go. Use !ticket. Get your Hunter Call of the Wild game. It's going to be absolutely great. Again, that is sponsored by Kitty Claude. Thank you again, Kitty Claude, for that. And also, we're going to go ahead and bring in some outside commentary because for those who don't know, we actually have a new staff role available, and anyone that wants to can apply to be a commentator on Cities in a Snap. The requirements are that you basically fill out the application, available on Discord, and also we've been posting on Twitter, all of that, and just you will eventually be called into a brief little interview with me, and then we'll bring you on as a guest commentator. And our first in this line of guest commentators ever to be heard on Citizen Snap is going to be Gareth Hubble. So we're going to bring Gareth on in, and he is going to have some excellent commentary for us, because he's always got something to say, and we'll just see what he has to say about our contestants this week. So what's up, Gareth?
Hi, Kazjem, how you doing?
Doing well. So you are the first of our commentators, so I want to actually give you a moment. So what made you want to be a commentator for Citizen Snap?
Essentially, I've always got something to say about it, as you rightly say, Kaz. And I thought it'd be nice to have, a different perspective, someone who's only sort of taken part once. And yeah, I just wanted to discuss it. Minxie and I discuss it a lot while we're watching, so thought we'd join in.
Nice. So as far as the spooky goes, I mean, this is something that a lot of people were initially worried about, because obviously you think spooky, you think things like, pumpkin patches and hay mazes, things like that, and you can't quite do that in Citizen Snap too easily. So what's your initial reaction to having to do something called Spooky in a Snap?
I think it's a really nice broad theme. I think everyone's taken on a really great and different twist to it. I think keeping it nice and broad, keeping it available for open to interpretation, should I say, is really fun. And the lack of assets in the workshop in some ways kind of helps, because it sort of drives the vanilla-esque mentality out. So a great idea for finals.
Nice, and I do agree, and plus, obviously, it coincides with Halloween, so we had to do something spooky. Now, as far as you, so, what would you attempt to do with this? Because you actually had a pretty good build last week as part of Royal UK. Now, would you be able to use a lot of those same tactics? Would you have to maybe go a bit more micro-detailing for this? What would the story be for you?
I think I would have to go a lot more micro detailing. I'd be trying to do probably, again, UK, because that's what I know. I'd be looking at a very small rural village, probably with a Gothic church or two, try and get my hands on some sort of abandoned walls and play on the idea of Pugin architecture with sort of a spooky rundown feel. Maybe try and have a bit of a celebration area and some nice lights around the village, looking down the scarecrow idea, when you have the scarecrow competitions and whatever.
Right, and that's actually a good set of ideas. I mean, for me, the thing that I've actually been able to put together an asset list for, and I purposely retained saying this until we were into the competition, but I actually found some good hay maze and pumpkin patch things that you can do, because you can get pumpkin rows on the workshop. There's a couple of old assets for that where you can just get rows of pumpkins, basically. So you set those up, you get a pumpkin patch. I figure out the hay mazes by taking the hay bales that you can get for different farming sets. You sit there, you PO them to death, and then boom, you can make a hay maze. It's a little hard to get people to use them properly, but it is an interesting thing that you can do. Technically, it's definitely a little harder to do. I haven't figured out a good way to do a corn maze yet, though. That's the one thing that if someone can figure out how to do a good corn maze on City Skylines, I am all ears. So what do you think of those ideas, Gareth?
I like those ideas. I think judicious use of prop line tool might help there with some form of corn maze, or other things like that. But yeah, I love the maze idea. I think prop line tool and some PO work is very important there. But also, you've got to remember that everyone's only got 2 hours. So, are they going to get that kind of thing done in time?
And that really is. So, I mean, as someone who's participated, do you feel like that's something that is viable if you were to get maybe a little bit more experience in the event, maybe a little bit more practice with PO, things like that? Or do you feel it's too far outside the bounds?
I think if you kind of restrained it very small and went down the idea of, well, it's a kids' hay maze, so it's only going to be really small and really basic for them, I think that would be doable. But again, I mean, I was in last week. People saw what I managed to do and then saw what other competitors have managed to do. I can't speak to anyone else's speed builds. I'm pretty sure that Chris would manage it. I'm sure that Grathlin, Early Rave, Kiggy could all manage that. They've already proven that they can do some wonderful and amazing things.
Awesome. So Now, as far as their individual builds, so is your eye being drawn to any of them? For me, I'm really drawn to Early Rave, because Early Rave, I think it's the LUT. The LUT, he already has sold me on the theme. Like, it's already dark and spooky. Because it's got that noir feel, it's got the feeling of, again, I can definitely just envision Frankenstein's monster marching on down Main Street here. Like, it's already got so many pluses for it, and he's not going to have to do as much as the others, because it's already got that creepy vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the LUT and thought something ever so slightly different. I thought, the police camera action chase things with the black and white LUT. But yeah, we'll go with spooky as well, and the noir idea. I think that's more where he's aiming. I do love, I think I saw a church go in with Early Rave as well. I'm expecting to see that theme carried on a little bit. But I really do enjoy how different everyone's themes are, and having seen bits of what one or two people are planning to come up with, I don't think you could call a winner yet. No, nowhere near.
Right, and I would definitely agree with that. And Pirate Turtle did just point out that there are the Soldines, cornrows, and corn stalks on the workshop, and I've found those, but I'm talking about getting it to where, like, you have, say, the actual, like, carts full of people on the tractor that are going through there. I'm talking about having, like, the narrow cornrows where you can actually get some Sims maybe walking down them. Like, I'm talking like a used corn maze. That's the part that gets a little bit difficult, at least in my opinion of how I build that. Now, use the invisible pedestrian paths, and you give them a forced location at the other end of it. You could probably do something like that. But again, it would be incredibly complicated to do in just 2 hours' time, I believe. But I still haven't found a good way to make a convincing one that kind of matches what I see nearby. Now, again, that's just my personal perspective. But again, that is the perspective that we're using for that. There we go. And then be sure to enter that. And then also, what's your opinion on the, because obviously it's kind of, I guess, fortuitous that Paradox has a new game out right now, Surviving the Aftermath. And that's also kind of a spooky thing, because obviously it's like, the aftermath and all that, and like there's the nuclear fallout, all of that. So do you feel like we maybe missed an opportunity about doing like a Surviving the Aftermath in a Snap today?
Possibly, but to be fair, we've got to do the monthly finals. We could, we could get chat to Press Gang Kaz into doing a special one-off event another day for Surviving the Aftermath.
Yeah,
we could Press Gang Kaz into all sorts, and he's probably going to mute me now because I want to keep Press Ganging him.
Obviously. Well, actually, I wasn't talking about doing the game. I was actually talking about, like, naming it, like, Surviving the Aftermath in a Snap. Like, it's still Season Snap, just make it, like, nuclear fallout type stuff. Like, that's what I was saying. Sorry if I was misinterpreted there.
Yeah. To be fair, I think, that could come under spooky. I think to narrow it down that far, especially in a final, might stifle creativity. So I like the idea that it's such a broad, spooky in a Snap, because that could cover horror, that could cover film noir, that could cover, something really grotesque and gory, or something really quite light-hearted, funny, and Halloween.
Exactly. Just the smiling jack-o'-lanterns, the friendly Casper, the friendly ghost, things like that. But anyways, thank you so much for diving in, Gareth. Do you have any final words about today's event, or for anyone else?
Not really, just to say a big thank you to all the staff, all the moderators, everyone who's taking part, everyone who has taken part. Such a wonderful event to be a part of. And people, if you are wondering whether to take part and whether to apply for November, stop wondering, get registered. You will enjoy it. It will wear you out, but you'll have so much fun you won't care.
That's true. Now, and also, I do want to thank you, and also I want to ask you for a separate perspective. So, your first commentary thing, as promised, it was about 5 minutes. So, is it too scary for people that are wondering, hey, do I want to give commentary for Season Snap?
No, not at all. It's just, think of it like you're talking to your friend sat at home or your partner sat at home, but hey, you've got a microphone in front of you.
You know what? I like that. So, folks, be sure to register for November. Be sure to register for the commentary position if you want it. And Gareth, we'll be sure to chat with you later. Thank you so much for your perspective.
Thank you very much. And that $5 is in the post, yeah?
Yeah, that $5 is in post. Totally, yeah. Hang on, I need to find that $5. Peace out, friend.
Cheers.
All right. And with that, again, thank you, Gareth Hubble, for dropping that in. Can we get a quick shout out for Gareth and his channel? There we go. Nightmorphiz, how are you doing there? Stu Energy, welcome in. Have fun, Reaper. Power Turtle during that now. Yeah, it's definitely a good one. Talking equals too spoopy for me. But you do it all the time, Toady. You talk all the time. You talk beautifully. Great job, Gareth. Indeed. Shout out for Gareth. There you go. And yet, you're a streamer. I know, right? It's okay. I don't like talking much either. Like, I kid you not, Minxie Rose. Ask Kaz's wife how talkative I am outside of streaming. Ask Kaz's wife. Go ahead. Like, my entire life. Ask my parents. Ask everyone how talkative I am outside of streaming. It's not very much. I don't talk a lot either outside streaming. See, exactly. I'm not the only one. Have a good lurk there, Luca. Lurkin' Luca. Luca lurkin'. I shall get my dinner. Get your dinner and come right back and share, because I am a hungry host and I would love some of that. And thank you to all those that nearly got that hype train into the station earlier. Thank you so much for that. The support really means a lot. And remember, folks, if you're looking for more ways to support this event and make sure it happens on a weekly basis, be sure to check out things such as our lovely Patreon. Be sure to subscribe here, or you can even just spread the word, bring a friend, etc. This is a great way to bring the community together on a weekly basis, the only weekly city building contest, and it is absolutely legendary. Great place to see all of your city building friends. See you in 100 seconds, Luca, something like that. Same cast, streaming is 190% of my social energy. For me, it's more like 210-ish%, but yeah, we're in the same neighborhood. There we go. I love when stream brings out the talkative side of people who are normally quiet. See, it's not that I'm quiet, it's that I tend to think more. So, like, for instance, like, my wife will, Kaz's wife will talk to me, like, she'll have lots of ideas, things like that. And I'll just sit there and I'll, like, hyper-focus on something until my thoughts are done. And then once my thoughts are completely done, I'm like, okay, bye. And then, like, I'm done with that and I just tell her what I think and it's good. And yeah, she is the opposite of that. She talks through the entirety of the decision-making process, which is arguably a better way to do it. Just for me, I'm much more narrow-minded with how I think of conversations. I think of what is the quickest way to get through my conversation. And yeah, that's not good for conversation skills. There we go. Streaming is far harder than commentating. Really, Gareth? Packs some of his rice and mutton and chicken, sends it over the pond. Yay! How you stream when you're feeling distinctly non-people-y? There we go. And make sure you use either drink, which makes it easier, or go live anyways and judge my mood through it. Well, there you go. Streaming is my entire social system. Haha, it's true. There we go. I think I'm the other way around. Really, Maestro? Really, that's interesting. So you're more talkative before you stream. That's actually really interesting. Not sure I've run into someone like that. But you know what, Maestro? We love you anyways. I used to get in trouble for it as a kid, Gareth. I just accept it now. Fair enough. And Toady is right. Sometimes you just gotta power on through. If you're ever wanting to go live and you're like, dude, I'm just not feeling talkative, just the hardest part of streaming, I kid you not, is hitting that go live button. That is actually the hardest part. Once you do that, it's fine. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Your community will be there for you. You'll have fun. You'll derp around. You'll jank things up, but it'll be great. And it'll always be a good time. But you can't even do that if you don't hit live, and that's why that's the hard part. Hitting that button on the stream deck is the hardest part, but once you do, 100% easier. There we go. I know that talking is a day with treasure. You're right, Griffin. There we go. That's the easiest part. The hardest part is when OBS janks or Twitch dies. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, so for anyone that has been curious, because I know I've received a lot of questions about this. Also, by the way, what? Okay, he's building. Okay, so really quick, before I go into that, it looks like Chris is actually going in and using aesthetic power lines, which is so hype. I wish more people would do aesthetic power lines, because it's not terribly common yet to have fully underground power systems in areas. It's just not. So having these aesthetic power lines, especially for a smaller town, less money, etc., that are going down your main street and fanning out to the houses, that's such an awesome little detail. It's something that I wish I would take more time with in my own personal builds. Speaking of my builds, you can check out my builds every week at twitch.tv/KazGem. Be sure to check those out, and you can see the host himself janking around right on stream before your eyes. I have cursed myself with noticing Kaz saying, there we go, like every 5 seconds. Yes! Now I don't get separated from people for it. It's true. Mooks, you're never late. It's true, Mooks, you're never late. You're never late. I shown off my power lines next week. It's true. There we go. Kitty Claw, Toadium, Minxie. That's right. What's up, Mooks? How are you doing, my friend? I use power lines all the time in my builds. I use the 800, 400, 225, and 35 kV lines as they cross the... Exactly, and that's so good. Kazlive, I still get in trouble for it, but I just don't care anymore. Yep, when commentating, I just had to answer questions in chat. When streaming, people are judging my lack of city building skills. So... that's interesting, Gareth, because I personally feel, now again, this is just my personal feeling, I personally feel more taxed after a 2.5 hour Cities in a Snap stream, more like 3 hours. So after 3 hours of Cities in a Snap, I feel more taxed than I do after a 10-hour Kazgem stream. That is not even a joke. That's just the amount of energy that goes into it. And I think a lot of it is mental focus, because you have to keep in mind, I'm doing chat, I'm doing the commentating, I'm also keeping track of 4 different builds. So that's the part that I think it's a little taxing for. It's more of a mental game. There we go. We bear all of our power lines, but our new transformer substation is faced in pink granite and surrounded by a park. That's interesting, Griffin. I've actually seen a lot of cities lately trying to turn their transformer banks and all of that, and even their substations as a whole, into more of like a, I guess, a micro feature of local parks and all that. And it's kind of a good use of that space, because otherwise it's just, you got the barbed wire, it looks all gnarly and nasty, you've got the gravel underneath. But if you sit there and build a nice wall around it, you build something nice around it, you add some bushes and trees, it's not an eyesore, it's a feature instead. So I've seen a lot of cities, particularly in my area, starting to do that. Some of the smaller towns are doing it, and I think it's actually a really cool idea, and I hope it really catches on across the board here in the United States. Does Chris have the Pac-Man ghost? He does. Yes, he does have the Pac-Man ghost. I did notice that. Pac-Man for the win. Yes, you're not just commentating, answering questions. Well, there you go. By the way, Gareth, good job. Thank you, Mario. That's right, Gareth did a great job. And remember, folks, if you want to be a guest commentator, all you have to do is fill out the appropriate application on the Cities in a Snap Discord. It's a legendary place. And also, Gray Screen, thank you for joining the community there. I did see that in there. We were just a little bit occupied by Gareth at the time. There we go. And also, folks, quick plug for Streamertopia. Streamertopia is, there is actually an interview. Half of the interview is up right now. The other half is coming later, featuring me, and I talk about my own stuff, Cities in the Snap, etc. So be sure to check out Streamertopia sometime. Absolutely great. The next part of that is theoretically going live on Tuesday. I need someone to coordinate with them exactly, but it's theoretically going live Monday or Tuesday, so stick around for that, and we're going to hope that we can get that live to you soon. It was supposed to go live this week, but we decided to have an ice storm instead where I live. Can we get a there we go counter? You know what, Mighty-O? I will make one for you, just for you. There we go. I will do that just for you, and it'll be perfect and beautiful. So, folks, what do we think? Who is winning? Who's losing? Do you think there is a winner? Do you think there is a loser? Which build are you starting to identify with? Let me know, folks. What are you identifying with and why? Also, early Rav, going into the golf assets, which is, I think, very interesting. Because when I'm thinking spooky, I'm not thinking golf. I think golf and I think old retired politicians. Like, I don't know why. That's just what I think of. There you go. Can we listen without signing up? I don't like it. My details to random websites. Ooh, I don't know, actually. You'll have to ask Streamertopia on that. And if I get an answer to that, I will let you know, Gareth. They go, I know what Gareth has up his sleeve, and so it's hard for me to be neutral. We should be as neutral as possible, Kitty Claude. Golf is spooky if you're trash as I am. You're probably not as bad as I am, Toady. So I worked at a golf course for, I think, about 7 years. I worked at a golf course nearly year-round because I would work there as a lifeguard, and then I would work as an assistant that would be setting up the pool, and then it would be lifeguard season again, and then clean the pool, then back to being assistant. So I'd say 3/4 of the year I was working at a golf course for about 7 years. And as a result, I got lots of free golf, and I took advantage of it. I wanted to learn how to play golf. Spoiler alert, I'm still terrible at it. Sorry, what was the question? Oh, Papa Norse, Streamertopia, how can people listen to it if they don't want to yield details? Because we've got a couple people that don't want to just sign up for websites. Where else can they listen to that stuff other than on Streamertopia? Or is it possible? There we go. I think that's spoopy with golf rather than spooky. Spoopy instead of spooky, you know what? That works. I wonder, are there any transit Metro bus on the workshop? There's Metro. Yeah, there's transit on the workshop. Why do you ask, Just Me? There's plenty of transit, Metro, and bus on the workshop. There we go. Thank you for following, Len Basil. Here is help. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. There we go. Ha, nicely done, Kaz. I do that sometimes, Toady. There you go. Gareth, everything is open to watch without signing up. Interesting. Go ahead, link, please. Can I post a link? Of course you can, Papa Norse. Go for it. And if Polyphony yells at you, I'll get it back. I promise. There we go. Just me. Well, wait a sec. I have how to win idea. I would make a standard town, and after 2 minutes of talking, I would press Alt F4 and say, I haven't stayed for 1 hour. That's what scares everyone in City Skylines. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is the ultimate fear of any Skylines player. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. That's got my blood pumping just thinking about that. Let's not think about that, because anyone who tunes into the Kaz streams knows that we may have suffered losing 5 hours of work at once. May have, didn't for sure, but yeah, there's a strong possibility that I probably lost 5 hours of stream work. There we go. I want the part 2 is the students after Kaz stream. Well, thank you, Papa Norse, for making that available for us. Let me go ahead. I'll save that link. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and make that available for everyone. Thanks, Mr. Norse. Indeed. There we go. Part 2 is this Tuesday after Kaz stream. Okay, so it's Tuesday after the Kaz stream. It'll be absolutely legendary. I can't wait for it. I'm going to mark my calendar. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to be there. Wait, I'll already be there. That's right. Well, never mind. I'll just be there anyways. Oh my goodness, dear gracious me. I am just being goofy today. But you know what? That's okay, because it's Cities in a Snap Day. That's right. Hashtag Cities in a Snap. It's the best day of the week. Now, something I do want to announce. We are getting ready to go into a couple of awesome things. I want to go ahead and announce those upcoming events. So, a few of our upcoming events, I'll go ahead and go into this view for just a moment so that we can get these announcements rattled off. So, a few of these events are pretty much all in December, but one in November. So, in November, the last Saturday, there will not be a Cities in a Snap event. That's right. Saturday, November 28th, there will be no Cities in a Snap. That's a holiday weekend here in the United States. So myself and Kazlife will be absconded somewhere, and we will be having a great time elsewhere. Not that I don't love Cities in a Snap, but holiday time is family time. And then on December 5th, there is a special All-Stars edition of Cities in a Snap, and there will be more announcements about that coming soon. But all you gotta know is that we're going to take some of our best performances, and we're going to be having them go up against each other for a special 2-hour All-Stars event, complete sandbox style. They'll be able to build whatever they want in 2 hours' time, so be sure to tune in for that special All-Stars event. And then on December 12th, there is going to be a special Hosts in a Snap. That's right. I will be going head-to-head against event creator Lemon Pops in a one-on-one match right here, this time on December the 12th. So be sure to tune in for that. And then on December the 19th, we are having a special charity event. That's right, we're going to be doing our second ever charity event, and you will be able to rain chaos and destruction on people's cities over the course of 2 hours. They will be building for charity, and the winner is going to be whoever has the most living Sims at the end of it. And it will be up to you to make sure that that number is as low as possible. You'll be able to donate money to the charity of choice, which we are narrowing down as we speak, and doing so, you will rain destruction on your city, and I'm working with a couple of people in the community to make sure that's completely automated. And if you want to participate in that as a streamer, be sure to let me know now. It's going to be super hype. I cannot wait to get you guys in there. It's going to be a great charity event. And then there will be no Cities in a Snap the 4th weekend of December. That's right, the 4th Saturday of December, nothing. So those are the announcements of the upcoming events. So stay tuned for those. There we go. And back to normal. And thank you for the follow there, Modern Day Nerd. Really means a lot. Welcome to the Cities in a Snap family. Just the way we like it. Or I can just use some roof props. Hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. There you go, Toadie's got it. Did someone say pineapple? Nope, I didn't say pina. I didn't say pina at all. But these are DLCs, and I don't have money in DLCs. That's a problem. Just me, DLCs have travel hubs. that have just that. It's true. And one of them is something, the Sunset Harbor DLC, which if you win the giveaway at the end, you can win that. But unfortunately, just mean you did win the Modern City Center DLC, so you are not eligible for that one yet. Speaking of golf, there's an episode on the Addams Family cartoon about that. Interesting. There we go. If I was participating today, I would do tactical 4. Hey, man, that works. There we go. Or just roof props, but these are DLCs and I don't have money. There we go. That's okay. That's okay. But hey, that's why we do these giveaways, so we can get everyone in those DLCs. There we go. Thank you for the follow. There we go. And then I'm saving my for that. Oh, it's going to be great, Kitty Claude. I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely legendary. Caldwell is great fun. Thank you for giving that away. Very cool of you. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Well, I can't wait for Disasters in the Snap. It's going to be absolutely legendary. And then, folks, be sure to use !ticket to claim your Hunter game. I don't remember what it's called. What's the game called? Let's bring in Kitty Claude, and she'll explain this as we wrap up this first, or I guess the second giveaway of today. So let's go ahead and bring Kitty Claude in, and she's going to wrap up this giveaway here in just a couple minutes after she explains what this game is and talks a little bit about the giveaways. So, Kitty Claude, do I have you here?
Yes, you do.
I do. Awesome. So why don't you go ahead and just chat about kind of what it is that you're giving away right now, the Hunters game, and then also a little bit about what the giveaways are for the community and whatnot.
Okay, so right now we are giving away the Hunter Call of the Wild, and that comes with the Silver Ride Peaks DLC. So it's a hunting sim where I guess you just go out and you hunt, and there's beautiful wildlife and scenery. Of course, I think you're going after the wildlife, but yeah, there is that. But hey, you're not really killing the animals. It's a total simulation, right?
Well, you say that, but for every animal killed, they kill one in real life. No, just kidding. Oh, could you imagine?
Papa Norse is like you kill things. There you go. He knows more about the game than I do.
There you go. So... also, so why do we do these giveaways? Because actually a couple people have said in chat, yeah, I wish I had these DLCs. I wish I had that. So you want to talk a little bit about why we do these giveaways? Because a lot of people have asked, hey, why are you doing these giveaways? Where do these giveaways come from? So why don't you just talk about that briefly?
Yeah, so exactly. That's why we give them away, because people want DLCs. They want more games to play. But let's face it, it's not always in our budget. So this gives a chance for people to win DLCs, to win games they might not otherwise buy, get exposed to different games. And it's all about giving back to the community, because the community comes here week after week after week to watch this brilliant event, right? Without the audience, we would not have an event. So this is our way of giving back. Now, the Cities in a Snap channel does buy some of the games to give away. Other places are donations from viewers. So they send me the Steam keys, and I put it onto a huge spreadsheet, and every week I pick a couple to give away.
Awesome. And Kitty Claude is, again, the giveaways warden. Does a great job with that. And let's go ahead and wrap up that second giveaway.
Alrighty, so we would close that out.
All right. We've got a winner coming in. We're back in and pet my dog.
And it's not going to be just me this time.
Theoretically.
Oh, right. Draw a winner. Brainless Society, you have won.
Congratulations. That is
totally rigged. Yeah.
Enjoy
So
the
rigged.
game. It's going to be great. Oh, Comrade barely missed the giveaway there. You got to pay attention so you can make sure to enter that giveaway while it's hot. But it's okay, so we've got one more giveaway. Kitty Claude, you want to tell them what the next giveaway is?
We do. Now, the next one is from the Cities in a Snap channel.
Oh, wait, that's me.
Yeah. And for City Skylines, it's for any DLC on any platform. So at that end, what you want to do, if you win that, you want to contact Kaz, and he'll work with you to get you your DLC.
Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. And again, that's for any DLC, any platform. So as long as it is a valid platform, so you'll tell me PC, PS4, Xbox, you let me know. We get you the DLC you want. That's any of the content packs. That's any of the content creator packs. That's any of the radio stations. So any of those, fair game. The only thing out, obviously, is the base game or the deluxe upgrade. You can't get those with this, but you want something like Sunset Harbor. You want Industries. You want Park Life. You want the Modern City Center. You want Modern Japan. You want the Synthetic Dawn Radio. You want any of that stuff. All of that is viable. And again, that's courtesy of Cities in a Snap.
And I had to laugh because usually said even the Switch.
I mean, Switch had like it used to, but I don't think they're even selling those anymore because they've completely discontinued working on it for the Switch. I think that was a very
Yeah.
short-lived operation. I own it on the Switch, but it's not very useful.
Right?
I've actually been
mean,
meaning
yeah.
to post a video of me playing on it, just to, like show the differences, because like some of the things work really well, other things don't. That's all I'll say.
The Switch is a wonderful gaming console, but yeah, for cities, I don't see how that would have worked.
Awesome. Well, anyways, Kitty Claw, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you get that giveaway going, and thank you so much for coming in to give that away. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, and you are trying to use a co-host command. There are no co-hosts. It's just Kazjim. That was just Kitty Claude, our giveaway warden, coming in to announce the giveaway winner and launch a new one. Again, we don't really have a permanent co-host for Season Snap because it's hard enough to get 5 people in a room on a weekly basis. 6 is even more difficult. So this is the best way to do it. We just bring people in as we need them, and we have a few guest commentators. Again, if anyone's interested in being a guest commentator, be sure to fill out the application available on Discord. I don't own it on the Switch and would love to as a slimmed down version of the game. Maybe. Is the Switch like PSP? It's better than the PSP because like it's actually like it's a console and it's a handheld. It's both. Here we go. So any DLC creator pack for any platform? Yes. Any DLC or creator pack for any platform. Not Switch, obviously, because Switch is not valid. I'm not going to buy that for anyone. There we go. So not Switch. But yeah, it would be great. And I do kind of recommend it for Switch because it's nice to just have, but there are a lot of problems with it. I've been meaning to post something on that. It just hasn't happened. I've had it for like over half a year at this point on the Switch. I just haven't been able to put anything together on it yet. So it's been always busy. I wonder what happens if I win and I say I want a DLC for the Android platform. Don't matter, it is not here. Wait, what? Okay, it has to be for PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. How's that sound? That gotta be specific, apparently, even though it's any platform. But, folks, it's about time for us to dive in to our next round of interviews, because we're about halfway through, and that means that we're going to be chatting. But, folks, I want to ask you guys a quick question before we do that. Think about this. What merchandise would you like to see with the Cities in a Snap logo? Because we've got ideas. We are interested in your ideas. We're going to be gathering some data on that in chat after these halfway interviews. So first off, we're going to be chatting with participant number 1, Gratham. What's up, Gratham?
Greetings, Kazjim.
So it's about halfway. You've got about an hour and a minute left. You've got a lot of stuff down, but man, I gotta be honest, I'm kind of struggling with what the overall vision is looking like here. So you want to maybe help me out a little bit? Maybe I'm being a little slow today. I don't know.
So, whenever I make my cities, it's got to work, right? I love making my cities work. And again, the story's going to try and carry over from the other cities in the Snap that I did. So again, it's important to get that kind of consistency for the ending story. Yes, there's not a lot of spooky stuff down right now. But again, it's important that I do, for me, personally, it's important to have a proper working city that is then made spooky. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. So now, as far as the actual like pacing, do you feel like you're on pace? Are you behind? Are you ahead? What's the story there?
I think I've done a lot for under an hour, or maybe just ticking over to an hour now. And then we'll have plenty of time to do lots of decorate. Now it's an hour. Okay, cool. I've plenty of time to do lots of decorating, add in all the other little bits that we wanted to, and get the sort of story elements in here that I need, and we'll sort of push forward from there.
So you do feel like you're on pace, at least?
Yeah, if anything, maybe a bit before.
Oh, cool. That's actually good. That's actually very rare. Very rarely is someone like, dude, I might be ahead. So you're part of the rarities. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite you in the butt. Because wouldn't you feel bad if you're like, oh, I didn't have enough time now?
Well, there's only so much time you've got, right? So there's always going to be, I wish I could have done this, but there's lots of things I'm thinking about, and I don't want the story to end up being like too repetitive. So I'm always trying to be very sharp with these things, right? So it's meant to be like sort of, this bit is this part of the story, and then that bit's another part of the story. There's not going to be, hopefully, a crazy amount of This story so entirely slightly different way over here, etc., etc.
Right.
So fingers crossed that we should be grand, and I should have some like quite individual pieces to tell at the end.
Definitely sounds good. Now, as far as the actual, like, Bill Safari, I mean, so how's this compared to your last time? Because this is your third time actually competing in a Season of Snap event. So, overall, like, does it feel like you're getting better at it? Does it feel like it's still hopeless, it's only 2 hours? Or do you feel like there's some hope yet for what you can get done in that amount of time?
I mean, you always want more time, right? But this is something like... I did 17 practice 2-hour builds for the first one, and then like 6 for the second one, and then like 1 or 2 for this one. So I've done a lot of practices. So hopefully all those things are pretty good now, and I think I've got a pretty good idea about what is actually possible. And again, trying to be sharp, trying to sort of get in there, tell a story, and not be like overextending myself. Like you may have seen me at the beginning delete this part of the map over here,
right?
Because I was trying to go, well, I only want this city to be here, I only want about 10,000 people, so I've got to be careful about sort of doing too much. So
Biting Off Morning Control is the
that.
#1 failure in Season of Snap. That's the #1 thing that makes people fail their builds. Because like, oh, I got this much time, but then they realize, oh crap, I only have this much time. So you did the smart thing, just remove the temptation, and then if you end up having time, you can always re-add it later. But you just don't want to tempt yourself with that. But it sounds like you might have time for adding that in later anyways, so who knows, you might get it anyways.
Fingers crossed.
So
hopefully I can get a little bit of story down there, maybe.
So we're going to be letting you go now because you've got about 57 minutes left, but I do want to ask you one last thing here, and that is, what can we look forward to in particular? If you could give us a teaser, just a 3-word teaser of what we can expect to see from you in this back half, what would that 3-word teaser be?
3-word teaser? Is that a bit leading, I guess?
Yeah.
Undead? Mad Men... Oh, is that 2 words?
That's 1 word.
Is Mad Men 2 words or 1 word? Is it hyphenated? I don't know. I guess I got to say spooky, right? I guess. Hopefully.
Okay, I'll accept that.
That's my 3 words.
So undead, spooky,
Mad
and
Men,
Mad Men.
and yeah.
Wrong order, but you get the idea. Okay,
Yeah.
We're gonna hold you to that. And that has me intrigued. I'm really, really intrigued, especially with the stuff I know I've seen on your streams this week leading up to this, and I know your asset creator skills, so that's gonna be really hype. So be sure to check out twitch.tv/Gratham as he tries to finish this in the next hour, and we'll be chatting with you at the...
See you, Kaz.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Now, Early Rave. What's up, Early Rave?
Oh, Jesus, you scared me again, man.
Oh, dude, sweet. I'm like 3 for 3 with you so far, or 4 for 4 on scaring you. That's great. I'm trying to make sure I mean, it's Halloween after all. I've got to be spooky. So
yeah, well, you got the team very right. That's one thing.
Well, I mean, hey, that works. So how are things looking? Do you feel like you're on pace? Do you feel like not enough time left? How is it feeling right now with 55 minutes left?
Well, I got a feeling I can finish it in 15 minutes, but and then I got a half hour. I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, hey, that's where... Sorry, I got distracted for a second there because it looks like a cat took over my wife's keyboard because she just typed yes in chat. So yeah, that's... Anyways, do you want to repeat that last bit while I'm not distracted by a cat typing?
No, I was saying, like, I think I pretty much on pace, maybe too fast, because I think I can finish my build in like 15 minutes or so.
Oh, well, that's good. So now, do you feel like that gives you... Do you feel like that gives you some bonus time to where you can maybe restructure things and maybe enhance it? Or do you feel like you just want to lock that in, and if that's indeed the case, you can then move on and just enhance it from there?
Well, I think the last one is where just see if it's really gonna fix out in 15 minutes, and if
so
not,
playing
then...
it safe, always a good idea.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
as far as the actual build, I love what I've seen so far, and you've really helped capitalize that. I love the rail going through. I love the selection of buildings you're using, a lot of ones that we saw you use last time as well, and I like that, by the way. I like seeing things recur. And another thing that I do enjoy is you're actually doing a really good job of making this feel like in maybe a mid-20th century lakeside community. Is that kind of what you're aiming for here? Is that just something that I'm getting? And also, I do have to ask you, what's up with the golf course over there?
Well, I don't know. I just feel like I have to name it, and then you will see what I mean. And I think some people in chat know why I built it. But it's not. It's a bit off topic and just messing around with some candidates.
That's fair. I will accept that
I was
answer.
trying to make a spooky golf course, but it's maybe I can still do that. But we will see if that works out or not.
Okay, I'm curious how you make a spooky golf course, but we will we'll table that for now. We'll let you try to figure it out. So, as far as, because first of all, I do want to say, full disclosure, love those assets. That entire set of assets for golf. They need to make golf course a special, like, I'd pay $5 for a proper golf course, like, add-on to Park Life. I would legitimately pay $5 for that right now. But something else that I think would be really interesting in your city is I love the fact that the rail does enter the city, but you haven't made it a main feature. You've actually done a really good job of making it a much more casual feature. Now, is that an intentional thing, or is this just something that happens to maybe we haven't seen the completed version yet?
Well, I know. Well, I'm planning to build something around it, but in my head, I don't know what to do with it. That's the problem.
Gotcha. So it's more of an in progress thing then.
Yeah, and like I know at my last build, I didn't even make the rail station or train station. So
Oh, I know, right? It's weird that you can get a rail station in. Anyways.
yeah, well, I was
So-
planning to do some rail stations, some buses, and everything else, but like then the 2 hours went way too fast than today. Because now I feel like it's going way too slow, but that's just my opinion.
Well, and I think that's just because of the experience, because we did talk last time about the experience, and it seems like you're much more confident. It seems like you have a much better scope of the time you have left. And something else I'm noticing is you're not moving your camera as panicked fashion. This is something that's so subtle, but I feel that whenever someone gets more comfortable with the Season Snap format, they don't panic move their camera around as much, and I'm not seeing as much of that from you this time. So that alone shows, to me at least, as the host, that you're a lot more confident and sure in yourself as far as the format goes.
Yeah, also this week, like last time, the week before the Citizen Snap, I was so nervous and so stressed and everything else,
Right.
and now it's more like laid back and also.
Let's lay
let's see
back. I'm
where
just
I
going to
could
come
go.
back and build some cities, right? You know?
Yeah, like that.
Well, we're going to let
Definitely.
you get back to building that city, but before we do, I've got to ask you, if you could summarize what we're going to see from your city in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Smoke, bats, and something with devils. I don't know.
Smokes, bats, and devils. All right, we will look forward to that. We see some of the smoke. Hopefully see the bats and devils
Yeah.
coming. But folks, twitch.tv/earlyrave. Be sure to check out the link down below in chat, and we will be chatting with you at the end.
Yes, see you then. See you in 45 minutes or so.
Awesome. And now we are on to Eclipse Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, how's it going?
Your train seems to have derailed.
Yeah, intentional.
Oh, you say it's intentional, but it doesn't look very intentional.
Well, you'll find out what did it in towards the end of the event.
Ah, gotcha. So, as far as your build, do you feel like you're ahead? Are you behind? What's the story here?
I'm pretty happy I've got the overall look of the town I've got. I'm not going anything bigger than this. This is pretty much it in terms of town. I probably put some more farming and bits like that, but I'm into the details now.
So you're keeping it narrow in scope. That's very wise. We're seeing
Yeah.
that a lot today. Everyone's being very conservative with their plays. I like that.
That's right, yeah. So I'm going more of a sort of cement industry sort of town.
Ooh.
We're sort of built up around it. So that's where we got the big factories and big sort of recycling centres and plants and all this sort of ore pieces that I've got in. I even managed to get in a ghost train.
Ghost trains are always hype. So, Now, I love that. That's just great. And also, I do know that we have the Pac-Man ghosts in your city.
Oh yes, we've got the Pac-Man ghost, and the garbage trucks are Pac-Men. Here's one.
That is epic. On 18 different levels, that is epic. I mean,
So they're going to go around and attack all the other things that ghosts are going around. So there should be some ghosts driving around somewhere. Here's one. So it's he's trying to get away. He's running.
oh my goodness, that is beautiful on so many levels.
Yes,
I
I
love
love it.
that. So
I'd go for the more sort of small town, sort of small scope sort of things, but the memes alive.
oh my goodness, sorry, I'm just dying laughing over here. That's just great. The only thing missing is the waka waka motion.
Yeah, this needs to be animated.
Yeah, I know, right? Come on, man. No,
I know,
that's
right?
fine. But so as far as the actual build goes, I like the idea of getting like a concrete industry town. That's something that you don't see a lot of in City Skylines, because obviously we have our baseline industries, we have the general manufacturing industry, but concrete is one that we ignore a lot just because there aren't a lot of good options for it. But you've done a great job of reutilizing a lot of things from the workshop in a new way that make it feel like concrete industry. Because I had concrete industry in my home city of Springfield, Missouri,
nice.
where there were a couple of concrete plants and there were a couple of silos. There were a couple of actual quarries where they dug up materials for it. So it that actually looked very real to me. It looked very, very well done, at least from my perspective. Now, I do have to ask something I've been asking every participant before I let them go. If you could describe what we are going to be seeing from you as a whole in 3 words.
I'm going to show you now, pretty much, because it takes 2 minutes to sort it out.
Okay.
A nice big alien.
Okay, so that's one of your words, alien. What are the other 2 words then? That's fabulous. by the way.
Nicolas Cage is technically 2 words, and ducks.
So we'll just say Nick and ducks. There we go. So alien, Nick, ducks. Got it.
Exactly.
So you heard it here, folks. Alien, Nick, ducks, and let's just see what that's going to bring. Twitch.tv/EclipseChris, and we'll be chatting with you at the end interview.
Look forward to it. Thanks, mate.
Awesome. And now that means that we are on to the reigning champion, Kiggy. What's up, Kiggy?
Hey, how we
Or
doing?
K1, Go1, whatever you're going by these days.
No, it's still Kiggy. It's just the only way that auto mod doesn't go. No, you can't say that.
I mean, Polyphony could auto-mod it out if you want. If you want to feel more at home, I can do that for you. Just never be able to type anywhere. So, at least not in this community. So, anyways, as far as your builds, do you feel like... I saw you throw a meteor, by the way. Always approve of that.
Yep.
Get your meteors in chat, folks, by the way. So,
couple of sinkholes as well.
yeah, I mean, you got to. It's all for texture, right? So,
Yeah, exactly.
as far as your build, are you ahead? Are you behind? Are you starting to get worried that you might not defend the title?
I don't know. I've got my 2 little rural areas built up. We've got the Adams family decided to move in because they loved the spookiness of our forest over here.
I mean,
I think we're
of course.
we're doing all right.
The Adams family.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to.
Yeah, I think I'm on schedule, I suppose. I'm in the process of I've got an idea for this sort of area and this space. This after the meteor, this weird building appeared with 4 others around it, and there's going to be like a military base which are there to sort of try and get a read on what's going on.
So we're all gonna die,
'cause-
basically, is what you're saying.
Something like that. It's like the end of the world is happening, yeah, sort of thing. Who
Okay,
knows
so
what's fully
Kiggy's
going
trying
on,
to kill
hence
us
the
all.
fire
That's what
pits.
we've learned. So, and I do like to, because it seems that everyone is done with their... Sorry about that. It seems like everyone's done with their core build, and I really like that, because it's not too often that we get to the halfway interviews and everyone's done with their core. Now,
Yeah.
everyone's going more conservative. Now, is it because you're going conservative, or is it just because your actual build idea was smaller this time?
I don't know. 'Cause, coming into this, I'll be honest, I didn't have a fully fledged idea of what I was going to do.
Oh man, you can't be that confident. Even as the reigning champion, you've got to be careful. You've got to be ready to defend that title. So,
Yeah.
anything that we should be looking for in this next little bit? Because again, you've got a lot of experience. We know you got lots of tricks up your sleeve, but what are your actual tricks? Because I'm definitely looking at trick on one person's screen right now. I won't tell you who.
Honestly, I haven't thought much about this. I'm just sort of winging it today. I've downloaded some assets which I thought, cool, I could do something cool with them. The military area will probably be the interesting focal point.
I like that.
Mean, we've got a spooky abandoned sort of warehouse in the middle of a spooky misty that did used to have water in it. I don't know whether
I
water's
like the
gone there.
mist there. That's brilliant. I'm gonna have to steal that idea from you sometime because that's all I do on Season Snap. I just poach other people's ideas. But so as far as
Let's get some water back in there.
as far as the build goes, so I mean, you're doing that. I love what I see, but as far as kind of a preview, if you could preview what we're gonna see from you at the end with 3 words or less, what would those words be?
All hell's breaking loose. More than 3 words, but yeah.
You know what? I like that. I'm gonna let you keep that. So all hell is broken loose on Kiki's map, and folks, be sure to check him out at twitch.tv/K1GuGo1, and we will be checking him out at the end interviews.
Alrighty.
Best of luck, my friend. And now, folks, what do you think? Who do you think is winning? Do we feel like anyone is winning? Is anyone falling behind? Do you feel like anyone's one build is just ultimately superior to the others? It's up to you, folks. Let me know in chat what you're thinking. And also, let's talk about that merch idea. What merch ideas do you have that you'd like to see on Citizen Snap? What would you like to run down and unwrap on Christmas morning as a gift as a Citizen Snap piece of merch? What would make you excited? Hell breaks loose. There we go. Toadie's got it. I saw a horror movie with friends last night. It was terrible. Oh, Kaz's wife loves horror movies. There we go. Hell Let Loose. Great game, by the way. I vote Chris, and I go to sleep now. Bye, and see you maybe next Saturday. What, just me? You can't go to sleep yet. It's not time. It is not time to vote. There we go. And Gratham's going spooky with that up there. That's interesting. Oh, what's happening here? Oh boy, this is the weekly city building extravaganza, Cities in a Snap. This is the Spooky in a Snap edition, where we've got 4 builders, each previous winners of the event, building the best representation of Spooky that they can in just 2 hours' time. That's right, they were given the map right before the event starts, and they've done everything right here live on stream for us. There we go. Night me. Night me. A CIS pillow. Really? A sweater. Interesting. What's Kaz's favorite horror movie? I don't know what her favorite horror movie is. I'd like the shirt or the mug. The shirt or the mug. Well, I mean talking stuff that doesn't exist yet, Luca. I'm talking things that don't even exist. Oh, that's right, oh boy. Let me know if you have any questions. That's what we're here for. There we go. Da-da-da-da-dum. Ooh, that's interesting. So, that is very interesting. Cuboid, I'll go ahead and say it, and then you type it. How's that sound, Cuboid? So, maybe CIS minifigure? Maybe. Yes, I was just telling Gunt I wanted to watch that tonight. Interesting. So, what I'm going about to announce, and this is totally awesome. Totally awesome. We have a special Cities in a Snap exclusive announcement here. Cuboid is releasing the long-delayed Move It update today. Can we get some hype in chat for that? Get some hype for Cuboid. That is a Season Snap exclusive first look and early announcement of that happening. The long-awaited new Move It update. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Just listen, get the hype rolling in chat. Get it all rolling. Move It 2.9.0 will be released soon after Season Snap. That's right. And folks, absolutely hyped. Can we get that love in chat for Cuboid, one of the legendary mod devs? He puts up with idiots like me janking up his mods on stream, and also deals with my feedback, of which there's sometimes a lot. And he also sits there and tells me when I'm doing things wrong. But he is a legend for it, and he even mods here at Cities in Snap. You'll be back in 40 minutes. Oh, will you? Oh, boy. Well, we'll have to see you later then. Hopefully you get here in time for the judging round. There we go. I was just moving tunnels around, and you said that. Noted. Indeed. Hype for Cuboid. There we go. Shame you won't be here for the build phase, oh boy, because that's what it's all about. It's all about the build, all about the judging. It's absolutely great. Because remember, chat, you have a choice. You have a voice in the voting process. Because it's really important to us that we all have that voice. And that social box keeps disappearing. Well, I just haven't got a good sleep in a whole week. Good night, everyone. Oh, please go to sleep then, Just Me. Please go to sleep. Sleep is good. Sleep is grand. You need it. Go to sleep. We will chat with you later, Just Me. Hopefully, your desired choice wins, and hopefully, your desired choice continues to do well, because that's why we don't choose too early. There we go. What's included in the new version? Cuboid, what is included in the new version is what we are being asked. Let us ask what that is. Gareth, no goof this time, please. I know, right? A new mod for me to jank up. I know, right? I can't wait to jank this up on Monday. That's honestly all I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for me to jank it up on Monday and make everyone hate me. No, so you love, you go to sleep. Go to sleep! There we go. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that list from Cuboid. He'll post in chat. If I get it in Discord, I'll go ahead and announce it here. But yeah, we'll be sure to get those details as they become available. And also, folks, so we've got some cool ideas. We've got the pillow idea. We've got the more mugs and t-shirts. And also, we're going to be working on some more exclusive merch. So we might be leaning towards a few things on more limited runs. So say if we were to, I don't know, do a construction site week, maybe there's Season Snap Construction Zone equipment that comes out. Who knows? Maybe we'll have that happen. And also, this is also super important. If you look below the stream, go ahead and look down in the About section. There's a new link down there for Razer affiliates. So if you want any Razer equipment and peripherals, that gets Citizen Snap a cut of what you get. So if you're looking for a new keyboard, new mouse, keypad, mousepad, all of that stuff, or even a new laptop if you want to go really big with that, use that link below, order it with that, and Citizen Snap gets a small little bit of the cut of that so that you can help support the event and upgrade your hardware as you look forward to the Christmas season. Razer, there we go. We should get that. I had Sports CIS logo on a toque. What's a toque? Do you want to tell me what that is, Toady? There are also various fixed improvements. Detailers will like the new optional disable by default pillar control to stop pillars that you vault or moving reappearing. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for that, Cuboid. That's actually going to be really legendary. Translations and mod integration, no controller, IMT, and soon TMPE. Yes, settings are copied when you copy roads are the two main features. Yes, and I can't wait for that, Cuboid. It's going to be absolutely great. Oh, I can't wait for that. It's going to be great. See, that construction doesn't snap when I want that. I don't know. Maybe there will be another set of announcements this week. Who knows? Because if you'll note, we announced a lot of months in a row a few months back, and we don't know what's happening after January 1st. We know January 1st is details in a snap, or January 2nd rather is details in a snap, but we don't know anything past that, do we? Let's see if we can figure out more about that. Tune into Twitter and Discord for more information as it's released. Maybe that should be a command too. It should be a command, yeah. A beanie type, hat, Kaz, like with a PalmCon in it. Oh! Maybe we can work on that. CS gaming chair with the chair shaped like the CISC. I don't know if we can do that. We don't have the ability to print something like that or finance something like that, honestly. There we go. Luca, you have to be happy after you showed me. It's true. He is happy. Is it possible to register for specific CIS themes? Yes, it is. Whenever they're announced, and this is part of what I'm waiting for. I'm almost done with the new registration form for Cities in a Snap. The new registration form will allow you to select which month and theme that you are wanting to apply for specifically, so that we don't have to go back and forth, so that you don't just have to apply for a month, etc. Because keep in mind, generally speaking, we've been going themes by the month, but we're going to start going to where it's month theme, and then maybe some sub-themes within that month. So, for instance, if we were to have, say, downtown as a big overall theme, maybe downtown construction could be a theme, and then downtown transit could be another, and then downtown, downtown pedestrianism could be a third. So there could be lots of sub-themes within that. That's what we're going to start moving towards. There we go. But that's not available yet, and that'll all be done through the Cities in Snap website utilizing the Polyphony engine. So again, I'm working on the last details of that, but you'll be able to start registering with that soon. Very soon. It doesn't affect November, so if you want to apply for November, for festivities in a Snap, for Harvest and Winter celebrations. Those are the 2 weeks for that, the 2 qualifier weeks. So again, next week is going to be fall festivities, harvest, that type of stuff. And then week 2 is going to be winter celebrations, winter festivities. So think Christmas, think Hanukkah, think all that stuff. Just think Yuletide if you want to do that. And then week 3 is going to be the final. Again, the final week of November, there will be no Cities in a Snap. I cannot emphasize that. There will not be any Cities in a Snap on November 28th. There we go. And cooldown complete. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good. Jed Levi successfully bought 1 ticket. And also, it looks like the giveaway is currently running. We're going to be going ahead and ending that giveaway in about 3 minutes. Kaz, you know when I see a Slock with Kaz commentary for Alarm and Thunder. There you go. What are you talking about, Len Basil? When we vote, how do you vote? When we vote, how do you vote, Len Basil? At the end, after we go through the interviews, you will have a choice. You will get to come in, you will make your vote known in the Twitch poll. Once the Twitch poll is up, there will be 3 minutes that's up to come on in, make your voice heard, all of that. And that's after we go through the interviews, because the build phase ends in 33 minutes. Then we go into a brief 3-minute break. And then after that 3-minute break, we come right back and we dive into 5-minute interview sections. And then after the 5-minute interview sections are done, we have the voting. And then at that point, you vote for who you think fit the theme the best. And then I take that chat, I put it into my rubric as the host and judge, and then we use the combination of those to determine who wins Cities in a Snap. It's absolutely great. Can't wait. And also, Cuboid, that sounds so awesome. I'm so glad that's finally publicly available. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see people utilizing it. We probably especially bought 1 ticket. Nice. And let me know if that answers your question, Len Basil. I hope it did. And Clunky, welcome in. There we go. Let me go and scroll on up. I think I missed some chat while I was doing that. There we go. We've got that done. January 18th is my birthday. Maybe I had to find someone for a special grudge match to do that. And folks, speaking of grudge matches, we'll be having a grudge match either sometime this week or sometime next week. Will be grudge match number, I believe it's 4 in total. That's right. Grudge match number 4, I believe, between myself and Eclipse Chris. That's right. Or no, that's grudge match number 3 between me and Eclipse Chris. We will in the best roundabouts we can in a short amount. No, wait, it'll be next week. That will be number 4. Number 3 is on Friday. Grudge match number 3 between Luca and Dumb Gamer is going to be happening. We will be putting out a full announcement about that. It's going to be earlier in the day on Friday. So it'll be about season snap time a little bit earlier than normal season snap time on Friday. Grudge match number 3, Luca versus Dumb. It's gonna be great. I can't wait for that. And then, of course, grudge match number 4, the week after, during the week, will be between me and Eclipse Chris. That also might be a Friday event. We're still working out the details. And then we'll be gearing up for new grudge matches. So if you want to challenge someone in the community to a grudge match, be sure to challenge them, let me know that they've accepted, and then we will get you guys scheduled. And remember, and this isn't enforced, but typically the challenger challenges and the challenged picks the theme. That's how it's been rolling. There we go. What's the theme for today's event? Look at it. It is down in the title. We are doing Spooky in a Snap. Because we are doing all the spooky. Because it's Halloween, it's the end of Spooktober, we've got to have those spooks. There we go. But Kaz, I'm always a bit challenged. I am too, Toady, but it's okay. Together, we are almost as intelligent as the average bear. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm glad we got you covered. Let me know if you have any further questions. I'm your host, Kashim, and this is the weekly city building extravaganza, Cities in a Snap, the only weekly city building event. And also, folks, there are going to be a couple of other things happening in the next roughly week as far as announcements and whatnot. So be sure to check out the Twitter available down below or the Twitter command. The Twitter is the best way to know announcements as they happen. And also, folks, we are down to 30 minutes left. Get the hype rolling in chat, folks. All these builds are so fleshed out already, and they still have 30 minutes left. I know, right, Toady? It's maddening. Everyone gets so good at this. I still remember when people said, you can't build a city in 2 hours. I say they're wrong. These guys have built a city in an hour and a half, arguably, and it's absolutely legendary. I love it. This is the best place to be on Saturdays if you like City Skylines. If you aren't here and you like City Skylines, you're doing it wrong. There you go. Taraj picked the theme between me and Cybex. It's true. It's very true. Very true. There we go. And then we've got all those socials rolling in. There we go. Hey, hey, all. There we go. Me and Dom actually decided to pick the theme together. And that's fine. I'm just saying typically that's what's happened. There we go. What's the theme? We already got that covered. There we go. Pirate got a thing. And we'll go ahead and close that giveaway in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. There we go. And then, you know, there we go. Hi, what's up there? Is it possible to register? We've already got that covered. Season Snapchat. Okay, I believe we're all fleshed out. And we'll talk about the beanie with like the little ball on it thing. Can you send me the name of that, Toady, so I don't forget what it is? Because I'm going to forget what it is. Like the beanie with the torque that you talked about? Yeah, if you could send that to me, that way I remember that, that'd be great. And I'll chat with our to-be-announced merch designer to see if that's going to be a thing. And it's possible we can make it happen. The pom-pom isn't important. Oh, it isn't? Oh, come on. I was imagining you, like, wearing that with, like, actual pom-poms. Just, like, cheering like this. Like, cities in a snap. Let's go. Cities in a snap. Let's go. And Grath is starting his vision. Oh, is he? Let's go ahead and check out what that is. There we go. Katie called nice. Canadians call them Tooksy, call them beanies. Ah, gotcha. Grath them unpacks his secrets, unfollows. There we go. But a blue and white pom-pom would be cool with it. Can someone clip that? No! Unclip, unclip. No. All right, Gratham is starting his vision, and what is that thing? What is that monstrous thing? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's terrifying. So Gratham City is about to be obliterated. He built a beautiful city only for it to be obliterated. Yes, that is how we do it here. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and check out participant number 2, Early Rav. Again, the winner of their Rural EU round this week. Early Rav is doing, it looks like he's doing just some general detailing and happiness and whatnot. He's also making some mist and whatnot. And I'm curious what he's up to, because remember, he said he was basically done. And so this is all off the top of his head now. And I'm really curious what he dives into now. I love the noir. I love the feeling of it. But here's hoping that he has some sort of set piece, because I'm willing to bet, Spooky in a Snap, you've got to have a set piece of some sort. That was what I was waiting for. Well, there you go, Mario. And now we're on to Eclipse Chris, who, it's nice and dark and spooky, but his giant, the giant Xenomorph Queen is definitely raining terror over his city, and we're gonna have to see if we're able to take her down in time. And of course, Kiggy over here with a couple of forced-in areas. He's got the Addams family moved in. He's got the military, and it's looking like it could get pretty spooky. Here's hoping that he manages to contain whatever just landed in his city limits. Well, let's go ahead and check out a little bit of what Gratham's working on over here. And it looks like he's working on an army of these monsters getting ready to invade this city. He's making a strong play to be the new reigning champion. Do you guys think that this is enough of a play to get that win? Or do you think it'll fall a little bit flat? What's your decision, folks? What do you think? And also, folks, I want to point out, everyone needs to be sure to check out each of these participants at some point and say, hey, good job, I'm rooting for you. Pick at least 2 of the participants. I'm not going to tell you to go to all 4, but pick at least 2 of them and tell them, hey, I'm rooting for you, good job. But preferably go to all 4, but go to a minimum of 2 of them. Because if you participate in Season Snap, you deserve to be cheered on, and it's the best way to spend your Saturdays. I'm so hyped for Gratham's ideas. It looks pretty good. I love all the spooky stuff. Oh, I know you do. And it's getting spookier by the minute. I can just hear some Halloween stuff happening in the background. I wish there were some good Halloween tracks on the City Skylines soundtrack. I've looked, but I cannot seem to find any. And we got pretty good spookiness out there. It seems really difficult to vote. Well, that's okay, because they've still got 25 minutes left to build. That's right, 25 minutes left to win us, amaze us, and bring everything together. And honestly, things are forming pretty well. I'm super stoked for this, but we need to go ahead and bring things to a close on the giveaway front. This is, again, for the last giveaway. We're going to go ahead and bring in Kitty Claude for that. and she is going to be explaining what it is. She's going to give you kind of a final countdown, and we're going to go ahead and get this called. So, Kitty Claude,
Yes.
what's up? What's
Wait,
up?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. I'm
Oh,
here,
no, I
I
can hear
promise.
you.
Okay, I was about to say, I promise I'm here. Either that, or I'm just dreaming, and this is scary. So, we've
Yeah.
got all this happening, but you've got a giveaway for us. What is that giveaway?
So that is for the choice of your city's any DLC on any platform. If you have to be specific, Xbox, PS4, and the Steam giveaway.
Yes.
Steam. So I will go ahead and close it out. We are going to draw a winner, and it's Luca.
Luca has won! A
Luca,
DLC of
congratulations.
choice. Congratulations, Luca. You earned it. You deserve it. You will message me on the back end, and I will get you whichever DLC you want. Just let me know your decision. That is any existing DLC on the PDX store, anything, any platform. You let me know. It's yours. Congrats. Hashtag not rigged for once. Not rigged. Congrats. Oh my goodness. I know, right? And then Cyber with "We are the champions." No. So, Kitty Claude, thank you so much for doing these, 3 giveaways. I mean, it's the finals,
Yes.
so we have to do 3 giveaways, right? I mean,
Of
it's
course,
the finals.
super hyped.
So, do you want to give us a preview? What are we giving away next week, Kitty Claude?
So next week from Cities in a Snap channel, we are giving away Surviving the Aftermath. And we are giving away from Adventures of AJ a copy of Sunset Harbor Steam Key.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one. So Sunset
Yes.
Harbor and Surviving the Aftermath, 2 great things that you can win next week right here at Cities in a Snap. And also, I want to congratulate and thank Kitty Claude on being such a marvelous giveaways warden. Can we get some hype in chat for Kitty Claude being such a great giveaways warden? She has agreed to do this, and she is so good about it. She is so on top of things, unlike me, and she's able to do such a good job with it, and it's absolutely legendary. And also, a quick shout out to all of the moderators out there who, aside from Kitty Claude, also help me out. They help with giveaways, they help manage things, they make sure chat stays behaved, they make sure Cuboid stays behaved, and it's absolutely great. Thank you all so much. All of the moderators, this wouldn't happen without them, because again, this takes a lot of man hours to put together every week. We love doing it for you, for the community. It's absolutely legendary. Best community on Twitch. Wouldn't you say, Kitty?
Oh, yes, definitely the very best. I love how we all support each other. We all
Yes.
come out here for Cities in a Snap, and it's always a fun time.
That's what you're on call for. You heard it, Cuboid. What are you gonna do? Come at me, bro. I probably just invited him to do something nasty. Anyway, so thank you again, Kitty Claude. We're going to go ahead and let you go because we've got about 21 minutes left, and I know you're curious to see who wins. There we go. All right, and she is away. There we go. Chat always behaves. It's true. All of the love. We need to make that love command universal. That's what we need to do. At least we're not hailing Polyphony with that. Also, try to hail Polyphony. There we go. As one word. There we go. Just let me know how that works for you. But folks, we don't have much time left. We've got 21 minutes left. We've got 4 builders that have 4 very differing builds right now. 4 very different builds. We've got 4 great ideas, and I'm curious who you think is currently winning. I think Gratham just made a huge play, but I don't think we can discount the others yet, because Kiki has a great story. Eclipse Chris and Early Rave are doing a great job of melding into the theme as a whole, and I think this is going to be a strong competition overall. Again, 4 very different builds, very different ideas of Spooky. I love it. This is the reason why I'm here. The last 20 minutes, always so hyped. What do you think, folks? Are you hyped? Get all the hello. There we go. Did you like that, Toady? Can we swipe to zoom in on another contestant? Sure, we can zoom in on another. There we go. Look, we can zoom in on others all we want. In fact, let's just zoom in on all of them one by one. Here's Early Rave. We were focusing on Gratham for a minute there. But we've got Early Rave here, who is doing a great job. Again, I love the noir. I love the feel of this build. The only thing I think it's missing is a set piece. Because honestly, Spooky in a Snap, you gotta have a set piece. And he's the only one without one, but he's really embraced the theme overall, and I think he could win. I do think he could win even without a set piece. And then, of course, we've got the next participant, winner of Week 3, Eclipse Chris. Again, a very strong contestant, always a good competitor, and is probably seeking to finally win a final. He's been in a couple finals before, but he is looking to bring home the gold. And already, it looks like there's destruction and chaos everywhere. And look, you've got more Xenomorphs around. Oh, that's beautiful. I love the Xenomorphs. That's such a great touch. His town is being invaded, and it's terrifying. Like, I would hate to be in this town right now, because it actually looks terrifying. It looks like something out of a horror film. Chris and Ground are making it real tough for me. Ooh, I know, right? And then Kiki. Kiki seems a little happy for the situations that we see on the other screens. Like, the other screens are very much being affected, but right here, it's like, yeah, like, it seems a little happier. Now, again, the military is working on something. We know that much, but ooh, will we actually see it get spooky? Will it get scary? I don't know. I'm a little worried about Kiki defending his title right now. Not gonna lie. There we go. Looks like London at the ending. Chris is... There we go. Polyphony Hype. Indeed, Polyphony Hype. All hail Polyphony, our cybernetic overlord. Or robotic overlord, bot overlord, whatever you want to call her. She is your overlord. Apparently by the year 2330, according to usually working at least. There we go. So, let's go ahead and zoom back out. And I think so far, if I were to pick top 2, bottom 2, which I like doing by this point, I think the top 2, bottom 2 are probably more, I would say a narrow margin, but Gratham and Chris as top 2, and then as a very near bottom 2, Early Rave and Kiggy. Because they're definitely not out of this race. They are definitely still in it. They've got great towns. They've got great feels, great vibes. Kiggy's got a great story. And then we've got the noir feel of Early Rave, which is such a great, unique touch. We've never had someone do that before, and uniqueness is always rewarded. So I just can't wait to see what else happens with this. I mean, we've still got 17 minutes. What is going to happen here, folks? Hello all, sorry I totally overstepped. Oh no, Dawn Lane, but that's okay. You know what? We love you anyways. Welcome in the magnificent Dawn Lane. Another one of the moderators that keeps me in check and makes sure I exist every day. There we go. Oh gee, what the spookiness is going on? Out of coffee. Oh no! Oh no, I totally overslept. Oh rip. Can we get F's in chat for Dawn Lane? F's in chat. There we go. Brings Dawn Lane good coffee. Well, there you go. We've got the coffee brought in. So, again, I think top 2, bottom 2. Top 2 would be Gratham and Eclipse Chris. Again, on the offset right now. Right now, Early Raven Kiggy, bottom 2, but not by much. There isn't much separating it right now. So, again, and honestly, it's the set pieces that are carrying over. So, if they were to have any set piece, I think it would carry over and do magnificent. But again, I think they still have a shot at winning even without that set piece. What do you think, chat? Well, who had late mod on their bingo card? I don't know. I haven't even been playing bingo today because I never get to play bingo because I'm hosting instead. But you know what? With 16.5 minutes left, anything can happen, folks. Anything can happen. This is absolutely great. I cannot wait to see who wins this because this is our first official holiday season snap. So you know what? Let's go. Let's just go all in. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to see what happens here. Hello, Brainless. It was nice to see you participate in Kale's party last night. Well, there you go. All right, that looks good. I don't know what you're talking about, but yay! All right, and then Dawn Lane Hype from Brainless. Brainless, did you make sure to talk to Kitty Claude about your key you won? There we go. And right now, I am saying I'm starting to really like what Kiggy's working on. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that and see what he's working on. So again, the military has built something up around here because they're spooked out by whatever is going on in that crater. And I like the idea of it. I like the story. I almost want to hear Usually Working coming with a voiceover of, here's the story of what happened at Idiot Crater, or whatever crater this is called. There we go. Signal happy. Yes, I have it already. Well, there you go. I'm glad you have it, Brainless. I hope you enjoy it. There we go. Brainless got his keys. That's good. Thank you, Mixy Rose. But I hate oversleeping. You can never get back that time. It's true. You never can get back that time. Usually storytelling. Yeah, exactly. He is usually storytelling. And when he's not, you know you're in trouble. But you know what? It's okay because we've got 15 minutes left, folks. Can we get the hype in chat for 15 minutes remaining? Get it rolling in chat, folks. Get it rolling. This is what we're here for, folks. This is why we exist. It is for the last minutes of Cities and Snap on a weekly basis. I can't wait to see what they come up with. It's going to be absolutely legendary. Oh, gee, Chris just blew something up. Yeah, he blew something up. That's like, what, the third time today? Let's go check that out. There we go. Oh, there we go. So it looks like he did blow that up, so it's looking even more chaotic and destructive. I like that. I enjoy the fact that he has these wrecked trains. It's a great little detail that just adds so much to the city. The fact that you can imagine that this city was actually running just fine before the Xenomorphs attacked, and I think that's absolutely legendary. I can't wait to see what else he does with this, because again, with 15 minutes, that's a lot of detailing you can do. That's epic. 3 times from Reaper Ops. Everything's epic. It is epic, and this is why I love Cities and Snap. You don't see stuff like this anywhere else in Twitch during the week, or even online during the week. Only during Cities and Snap do you get this kind of insanity. And over here, it looks like Gratham's working on something else naughty, so let's check that out. Xenomorphs, oh gee, I missed so much. I know, right, Dawn? Even more evidence that you can't miss a moment of Cities and Snap. It is always hype, it's always legendary, and it's always better with you here. Be sure to tell your friends, subscribe if you like the content, and be sure to also check out the Patreon if you want more ways to support Cities and Snap and ensure its continuation into the future. Spooks plus city building equals insanity. I know, right, Skylines Traveler Tech? It's absolute insanity. I love it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Get the hype rolling in chat. Everything is awesome. Just like that song from the Lego Movie. Everything is awesome. Best song ever. When did Gratham become a member of a satanic cult? You know, I don't know. Clearly, it happened after he glued a penny to the ground. And yeah, it was just all downhill from there. Because gluing change to the ground is just a gateway. That's all it really is. So let's go ahead and zoom out and check out everyone's builds, because I don't want to miss any of these builds right now. I love the monsters that Gratham made. I love the Xenomorphs from Eclipse Chris. I love the destruction on Chris's. And honestly, Chris is going for the W here. He's absolutely going for the W. I do feel like, despite the fact that Kiggy, Early Rave, and Gratham are doing really good, all this detailing, all of the thematic stuff, the lighting, the colors, all of that are lining up to make an incredible build on Chris's end. I cannot wait to see how this turns out during the tour. They go, oh, look for a giant cornhole asset. Maybe. Maybe it's all it was. It's just now coming to light, Don. Like, maybe. Getting really spoopy up in here. I know, right? What's up, Zreezy? Early Revs is interesting. I like the lighting on that one. I love it. He's going for, again, it's kind of a noir feel, and I like that, because again, I can totally just see Frankenstein's monster marching on down Main Street here, and it would be totally realistic. This feels so retro. I love it. It's absolutely great. It kind of reminds me of any 60s or 70s horror films. That's really what I'm getting here, and if he had even a singular monster around here, it would sell the whole thing. I would just be sold. It looked like something out of mid-20th century, just horror film, and I would love it. Absolutely. Oh, gee, it's like the old horror films. Exactly! And that's what makes it so legendary. And folks, let me know, do you like the stuff, the ideas that we have? Do you like the events like this? Would you rather see more ideas? Do you have your own idea for Cities and Snap? Be sure to let us know in the Discord. And be sure to follow us on Twitter for more announcements, because we've got lots of announcements coming your way. There we go. And then also, folks, quick plug, be sure to go over and check out the YouTube channel. That way, if you miss a Cities and Snap event, or you want to see something that was done previously, you can always check it out at YouTube. Be sure to use the link down below. We don't have our own URL yet, but we will get there soon. Thanks to you guys, because you guys are all absolute legends. And let's go ahead and back on out, because again, I love all of this. The only thing I'm not sure about in all of these builds is the golf course from Early Rave. I'm really concerned about that golf course. It almost feels like wasted time, because now you've got that golf course and nothing's been done with it, spooky or otherwise. It's just there, so I'm a little bit concerned with that. But again, hopefully he can manage to get that roped in and have it somehow involved in his city. But time is the enemy here, because with just 10.5 minutes left, you don't have a lot of time to change gears. You're pretty much locked in, you're ready to go, and you've got to be committed at this point. There we go. And Zreezy with 5 more bits. Thanks so much, man. Free bit counts. Thank you so much for being a legend. And Kegi is the typical American horror story. Army develops something that takes over the world. Exactly! They're all legendary. It's so great. I love all these builds. But again, chat, It's going to be up to me and you to figure out who wins Cities in a Snap this week. Who will go on to be the reigning champion that will defend in next month's Festivities in a Snap final. Because again, next week is all about fall festivities. The week after is going to be all about winter festivities. And of course, the third week of November is going to be the finale for Festivities in a Snap. And then there will be a week off. Then on December 5th, we'll have All-Stars. December 12th, December 12th is Hosts in a Snap. Then December 19th will be the Disasters in a Snap charity event. And Dawn with 1,000 bits, Sushi Cat Yum with 100 more bits. Thank you so much. You are all legends. Thank you so much for making this event happen on a weekly basis. Can we get some hype rolling in chat for all of these lovely people dropping their bits, making sure that this event stays epic? Thank you so much, Sean Lane. Thank you, Toady, for the hype. And thank you so much, Sushi Cat Young and Zreezy. Again, you are all legends. Legends, everyone that has a sub badge, and everyone that's just here. If you are here enjoying your Saturday with us, you are a legend. Sub badge, VIP badge, moderator badge, or otherwise. All of you are legends. Here we go. I love that Rip Grave for the bits. No, right? The Rip Grave is absolutely great. I love it. It's absolutely great. I love the personality with that. And speaking of graves, I'm shocked that we haven't seen any graveyards today, because I was fully expecting to see a graveyard, a cemetery, a couple mausoleums, something like that. But we're not seeing anything like that this entire time. And Q-Boy with 200 more bits. High five. Hype train incoming. Thank you so much for the 200 bits, helping make this event happen on a regular basis. There we go. And to you, Catherine, and to you, Pumpkinhead Live. Happy Spooktober to everyone. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for your support. And also to those such as moderators that just help the event run on the back end. Absolutely legendary. Let's check out Eclipse Chris down here and Sushi Cat Yum with 100 more bits. High five. Thank you so much for those bits. It really means a lot and helps this event continue forward. Thank you so very much. Really does mean a lot. And remember, folks, if you don't want to go through Twitch, you can also check out our Patreon, which is a great way to show support for the event. And there will be more reward tiers coming out there soon. There you go. The hype is real. The best one would have a giant spider or centipede. Those are just naturally scary creatures. I can't imagine seeing a spider here. I'd probably just cringe up and die. Just no to spiders. No spiders. I hope we don't see any spiders in this. But man, Eclipse Chris's really looks like the end of a horror film. Like, Eclipse Chris's looks like the end of a horror film right before you actually take down the baddie. And 1,000 more bits from Dawn Lane, a gift sub from Toady to Sushi Cat Yum, a gift sub from Morphus to Kaz Music, Cyber Sights with 200 bits, high five, get the hype rolling in chat. You're all absolutely legendary. Thank you so much. And Sushi Cat Young, you deserve an absolutely legendary sub. You are all legends. Thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot. Get that hype rolling. Because again, that helps this event continue forward. And Kitty Claude with another gift sub to Skylines Traveler. And a gift sub to the community from Dawn Lane went to Jonah D. Thank you so much for that gift sub. Jonah D, enjoy the privileges. Enjoy the special emotes. All of that. Get that rolling halfway through to a level 3. Thank you so much, folks. High five. It really means a lot. And with just 6.5 minutes to go, Princess Town is all but destroyed. Gratham's looks like it's right at the climax of the movie. And Early Rav looks like the early part of the movie. And then Kiggy's is the setup for the sequel. That's what I'm saying here, folks. So again, here's the story. Participant number 1, Gratham. This is the climax of the story. Like, that's what his is at. I mean, they're getting ready to invade, and it's going to be terrifying for everyone. And then Dawn Lane with another gift sub to Luca Gal. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. And again, enjoy your emotes. Enjoy the special privileges, Luca Gal. It really will help you out, and enjoy those amazing emotes. And Laszlo with a community gift sub that went to CyberSights X. Get the hype rolling in chat. Welcome to the Citizen Snap Subscriber Club. Be sure to enjoy your privileges in Discord, the emotes, and all of that amazing stuff that you get for being a sub, including soon to be a flood emote. That's right, I'm working on a flood emote for you guys. It's gonna be absolutely legendary. Can we give them more time, more than 5 minutes for presentation? Unfortunately not, Mighty O. It's locked into the rules for 5 minutes for the presentation. And again, that's just part of it, because unfortunately, if we give everyone, oh, you can take 10 minutes, then this already 3-hour event turns into 3.5. And that just keeps growing and growing and growing, which I'm totally all for, but we've got to be conscious of people's schedules. There you go. And Kitty Claw, thank you so much for the gift. Don Lane, thank you for the other gift. Laszlo, thank you for your gift. It really means a lot. Thank you all so much for being legends in the community. So again, if Early Rev is the prelude, and then we've got Graph and me as the climax, or at least the, Act 1. And then we've got Kiki as kind of the post-credit scene, like, set up for the sequel. And then we've got Eclipse Chris here as the big climax with all the monsters fighting each other. Oh, it's going to be legendary. I can't wait to see this happen. Did they do this on purpose? I don't know. And the Sheik with 5 gift subs to the community. Get the hype rolling in chat for the Sheik. Get that rolling. Thank you so much, Sheik, for your support. You are an absolute legend in the community. Thank you very much. You are totally legendary. And to everyone that just got a gift sub, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the special privileges in Discord, and of course, continue to have a beautiful day. And those subs went out to Lawar Shizzle, Suski, Markham, Early Rave, and Otherworld. And that's 2 months in a row for Lurashon. Nice. And 2 months in a row for Early Rave, and 3 months in a row for Otherworld. Get the hype rolling in chat. Oh, gee, Chris has the duck. And of course, he's got death ducks this time around, because it's the end of the world and you can only have death ducks. Thanks for that. Indeed, the hype is real, folks. And with just 3.5 minutes left, we don't have a lot of time left, folks. Not a lot of time left. Who do you think is winning? I think this could go to anyone at this point. Because honestly, I would love to see a movie where all of these are the same thing. Like, this just feels like a horror film. I love it. It's the best Spooktober ever. I hope if you enjoy the spooky, you enjoy Halloween, you enjoy city building, you are enjoying today's event. Because it's absolutely legendary. Don Lane, he can't build without a duck. It's true. Ernie is really his civic engineering planner, so you have, or civil engineering planner, so you've got to have Ernie there. There we go. Thanks for that. Wouldn't be a Chrissy without the duck. It's true. Keep it going, peeps. It all helps out. It's true. It does all help out. But you know what else helps out, Pumpkin? You being a moderator and being here and helping out with this event. Because it doesn't happen without the moderators, folks. Our moderators are absolutely legendary, and they all deserve a round of applause. I would play a sound effect, except I don't have that. This is actually my favorite build theme. I love it. It's a great build theme. It's so great. I've been so excited to build to this all month. We've got small towns. We've got spooky. It's got all of the right boxes checked for me. There we go, GG. All hail the moderators. And then why isn't my resub showing? It's showing now, Mighty O, I think. I don't know what's happening with that, Mighty O. But Don Lane with another gift sub to Zenleft. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Zenleft, enjoy the special emotes and privileges. It really means a lot. You were so right earlier. I know, right? Pumpkinhead Live dropped your follow. Well, there you go. Pumpkinhead Live is a legend. You should follow them as well. Joey's, you're alive. That's right. Joey is alive. Get the hype rolling for Joey being alive. Yeah, I am. Busy is an understatement here. Oh, we'll have to hear more about that. But first, we've got 2 minutes left. Get the hype rolling in chat. And of course, Don Lane has given another gift, so thank you so much, Don. That really means a lot. Oh wait, that's the one from earlier. Sorry, Laszlo. Laszlo, you're an excellent moderator. I'm just a bad host, but that's okay. There we go. Joey's Coffee Cup, welcome in. You're here just in time to see the finale. And Lembazzle Games with a gift sub from Don Lane. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. The 99th gift sub. Sushi Cat Yum with 100 bits. High five, Kaz. You're an okay host. I'm an okay host. I've graduated to being an okay host. But folks, we have less than 90 seconds left. Get the hype rolling in chat. Get it all rolling. Sushi Cat Yum, it really means a lot. And also, I love seeing that grave emote. That is absolutely legendary. 99 Don Lane, and that was the number 100. One legend. 100 gift subs to the community. Give it up for Don Lane, a legend in the community and also a streamer in her own right. Go check her out. Twitch.tv/Don Lane. She does great stuff. And be sure to also check out each and every one of these participants. They're all legends. They do a great job building. And they, of course, are all participating in this legendary Cities on a Snap Spooky Edition. And it is absolutely legendary. Joey, hello. They're my favorite console player. Your follows appear to be missing you. It's true. The followers are missing you. I'm missing you too because I used to catch you sometimes. And now I don't. You need to stream more, Joey. You gotta stream more. I'm just that console guy. It's true. I said I'd be back, and baby, I'm back. Oh boy, you are here for the best part. because we've got less than 20 seconds remaining to finish out these spooky builds, and it looks like they are all done. And now we've got 10 seconds left, folks. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. That is it. That is Cities in a Snap. All building must stop. It is legendary, folks. That was a hoot and a holler, and I love it. And thank you, everyone who participated in that hype train. It really means a lot, and it helps the community. It helps push this event forward and get this event happening on a regular basis. Also, we're going to take a brief 3-minute break to allow you guys to stand up, stretch your legs, pet the cat, and grab a snack. And we will be right back with the interviews in just 3 minutes. There will be a brief 60-second ad rolling just to make sure that we do our due diligence for Twitch. And thank you, John Lane, for the extra gift sub there to Blue Bar Twitch. High five. Really means a lot. Everyone, enjoy your hype train emotes. And you are all legends. And we will be right back with Cities in a Snap in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome to this week's Cities in a Snap event. I am your organizer and host, Kazjem, and I would like to thank all of you for coming out today. A couple brief things. First of all, thank you moderators who help make this happen. They help keep the chat kind of sane. They also help answer a lot of questions. They also do things such as managing the Discord, managing our Facebook page, keeping the Instagram and Twitter running, and a variety of other activities such as being giveaway wardens. Also, I want to thank all of you who help make this event happen on a weekly basis. This does take a lot of man hours on the back end, and it's up to you guys to make sure that it can continue. You guys can help contribute to the Cities in a Snap event directly by subscribing to this channel here, twitch.tv/citiesinasnap, or by going and giving bits, or you can donate directly, or you can even sign up for our Patreon, link down below. And we also want to encourage all of you to let your friends know how you spend your Saturdays, and also be sure to hop in the community Discord. We're in there all the time, we're answering questions, we're responding to feedback, and we're continually trying to make this event better for you, the viewer. Anyways, thank you so much for coming out, thank you to this week's participants, and I hope you enjoy this week's Cities in a Snap. All right, we are back, folks. We are back. No, you didn't miss the voting. The voting has not started yet. We are getting ready to go into our judging round, where we are going to listen to each person as they give us a quick little tour of their city and see what they've got to say about it. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to see, of course, what they have to say in order. Each of them will have 5 minutes on the clock to tell us what they've got. So let's go ahead and check this out, and I guess we'll just have a quick conversation with Gratham. What's up, Gratham?
Scared me. I was just busy writing stuff down, and then bam! Cast him in the channel.
You. Good. Okay. So we've gotten that box checked like 18 times today. I'm apparently really good at it today. So, you know the drill. You've seen it enough, but you participated a couple times. But just in case you've forgotten, 5 minutes. Show us your city. What is it about? And then chat probably isn't interested this week in traffic and whatnot, so you can probably dive right into the nonsense.
Nonsense, got ya.
I mean, that's all we ever do, Gratham.
So this is meant to be taking place like even more spooky like this. You've got all that lights turned on. Let me know if that's too dark, okay? Let me know if that's too dark. It should be
Looks
grand.
Good to me.
So this is the lovely little sleepy town of Sunnytail, where we have lovely, beautiful beaches. And such features as very, very old, lovely-looking mayor's houses that the madman moved into. He's been a very, very naughty boy. We also have some pictures as well of some areas of sort of postcard things of lovely little occult signs everywhere. And we've recently had in, through huge amounts of bribery, a massive, massive dam. The reason the city was here was because of the mining and the trees, but then a certain madman moved in, and sadly turned himself into a chicken. Over here, he's moved in over here, and he's taking control of all the outside connections, so no one can call for help. And he's slowly infested the city with all the Sorry, it's the thing's distracting me. They've over the years that he's been here, you remember the mind control guy from our previous Cities in a Snap attempt?
Yes.
Has infested everyone. We got occult symbols over here, but these guys got a faulty one, so they're gonna have to take it back. That one doesn't work. This one's actually did manage to summon one of the sort of looming monsters and all our flesh beasts that we have. And they're obviously all walking into the city, and they're gonna feast on human flesh. So does that sound like a fun day out? We've got some other people, some other flesh beasts that have been coming in from the beach. These guys over here decided that it was time to go shopping instead of feasting. So very, very naughty. They're gonna be disciplined. It's not really the best. These guys are completely caught unawares and surrounded, as you can see with all these big guys and the spawn points that they're coming in from. Some even spawned in over here, and we're trying to just sort of go in and sort of eat everyone. Timmy's mum is not going to let him out for trick or treat. He's going to get eaten at home. If that's the last thing that she says. Nice and safe. We've got all our lovely classic stuff like the lovely market over here with lovely views of the lightning above and the imminent death, which is obviously always good fun. Something to talk about. The next party you go to when you turn up undead. But yeah, that's our lovely city that we've got over here with a crazy chicken overlord, and who's gone into everywhere, and again summoned all these beasts to come and eat everyone.
I like that. It's really super creative. It's so fun, and it's got all the right details. You've got the lightning going on. You've got all of the spookiness. I love the monsters. I love the fact that these guys are just going to town. Like, I was telling people, and you'll see more about this later, but I've been calling yours kind of like Act 1 of the horror movie. And it really feels like Act 1, because, like, stuff's about to go down, stuff's already starting to go down, but like stuff's about to really get real. And you'll see why I'm saying that as we go through the other things, but this is such a good Act 1 of a horror film. It's almost painful how good it is. But I love it. The green tint is also great. So what are some strategies you used for this? I mean, because you even made your own assets, didn't you?
Yeah, so the assets are basically just they go with the LUT, right? There's not really too much to them. They're just meant to be sort of black nothingness. You may notice this guy's from Stranger Things, this big guy. This guy was completely my own creation. They're meant to be sort of lumbering along with like this weird like tentacle arm, and like dragging this taint behind them. This high school is not going to have a good time.
No, it's not.
Sometimes in Sunnydale that happens, right? This guy lost his smoke, which is a bit of a shame, but whatever. But yeah, so I made the portals myself for this. That's probably not a very good example of it. So they've got this thing down here. I made the Stranger Things guy and these flesh beasts to come in again specifically for the Cities in a Snap. They're all in the workshop as per the rules, so anyone can download them now. These guys are, I don't know if we'll show you. They've got particle effects on them, but you don't necessarily get that unless I press play. But yeah, some lovely more shots as the whole city gets destroyed by fire and consumption.
That's a great screenshot moment.
Yeah,
we can't give you more time, unfortunately, but that is...
No worries.
It's legendary. I can't wait to see more of this in the future. You've done a great job, Gratham, and a legendary showing. Folks, twitch.tv/Gratham for your consideration. This Cities in a Snap. And we'll check in with you later and see how you did with the polls.
Thanks, Kaz Jim.
All right. And now participant number 2, Early Rave. What's up, Early Rave?
Well, good news. You didn't scare me this time.
Oh, good. Okay, so I didn't scare someone. So that's like, what, 18 scared, 17, or like 1 not scared? So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, now it's not during the build, so I can relax.
Oh, gotcha. So, you know the drill. You've seen enough. You've got about 5 minutes on the clock to let us know kind of what's happening and all that. But something you do need to keep in mind. 5 minutes goes by fast, so make sure you give us a tour, but also just have some fun with it. Just take us on a journey.
Yeah, will do. Let's just start with the main event then, because this is a spooky hill. You can definitely see why now, if the
Right.
fog is correctly working. Which actually was a fun fact. I hit the building limit in the game.
Right.
That was fun. In less than 2 hours, I hit like 45k buildings. But that's just a side note. Here we
That's
have like
insane.
an old castle where they just where now live the Addis family. And in the night version, you see here a pentagram where they're gonna summon the devils. But because of the old lord of the castle that lived there, that's haunting them and taking over and stuff, that's causing the mist to get out of the pentagrams into the city.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually the main story already, but I'm really terrible at creating
Oh, no, you're
lores.
fine.
We
Not
have a
looking
nice
for
little
lords, so we're just looking for what you've done.
yeah, we have a nice little cemetery here. Just some custom built stuff. I still don't know why those are flying around. Some nice crypts.
Very nice. And finally, a graveyard on Spooky Unisap. I was worried that we wouldn't see one.
Well, you have to keep it in mind. Graveyards are always scary at night, so
Well, I mean, exactly. And plus, it's noir, which makes it like 8 times scarier. So
yeah, true. That's the thing. And I try to make, well, a spooky golf course. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but
how did the spooky golf course work out? Like, that's the real question.
yeah,
Okay, I can kind of see it.
yeah. I tried to make the bigger fork inside it, but it's so much that this one might be better. You can still see a little bit of the spookiness. Here we have the old town with some abandonment areas. So yeah, that's because the idea was like in the fog that's lethal, for humans and trees, because in the beginning they have all dead trees. So this is just from the last time this occurred. So that's all still abandoned and just no one wants to be there. That's why also one side of the train track never gets used anymore.
Right.
Yeah, and then just a nice little small town.
I like that a lot. And again, you've done a great job. And like, it does feel, and again, even the layout and all that, it really fits that LUT that you're using, kind of that noir.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a couple people in chat that were coming in towards the end like, oh my goodness, this is totally like a 50s or 60s horror film. And that's what I love about it. It's so great. And what inspired you to do that? Was that just part of the build from the beginning where you're like, dude, I'm going to do my build and this is going to help it type thing?
Well, the white black LED wasn't even part of the plan yet. Before 1 hour before I started, before today, I just thought
Fair enough.
I had to do something extra with the mist and everything else. So yeah, that's actually all. It wasn't really planned, but the fork I did one on the test runs.
Nice. I do like that. So, out of curiosity too, because again, we've got about a minute and a half left here in your interview segment. What other just little details, bits of activity have you added to this build? Because overall, it's very good. You've done really well thematically, but like, what are the kind of the nitty gritty, any little things that we may have missed in the overview that you want to showcase?
Well, what I said, like, because of the old lord that lived here was a devil worship, that's how he made here like a pentagram. Right. And on some certain times in the year, this year it's by benefit with the Halloween, that is gonna lift up all the fog from the underworld, which is toxic for humans and trees.
Oh my! So basically, we're all screwed.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true, but I think we're not that far yet with the fog because it's hit at the limit. Like, it doesn't go any further than here. So, and we are, where are we? I say we are here in this nice house.
Okay, we're in that nice house. Good. I like a nice house. It's the Season Snap residence.
Yeah, that's definitely the Citizen Snap residence for casting.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, see, I'm in that corner office right there, and then each of the participants get their own little studio office to work in. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, I see you here working. So
Exactly,
in
it's
that window.
great. Yeah, see, look in your window. We can wave to you from Season
Yeah.
Snap channel.
Hello, little Cass.
Oh, you're down there. Oh, I guess you are participant number 2. So it's like 1 is on the top, 2's on the bottom, then 3's on top, 4's on bottom. I mean, we gotta spread you guys out, right?
Yeah, well, here's one. There we have. Well, they are playing together, so they don't keep the distancing from each other, but still.
Oh, well, you know what? It's fine. We're all Season of Snap family, anyways.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, thank you so much. This is a great build. I love the noir theme. I love what you've done. And again, like many people said in chat, it's a 50s or 60s horror movie small town. That's what I love about it. Like this, and if you do see more of what's happening in the main channel after we're done with your interview, I've been calling yours kind of like the prelude or the opening to a horror movie. And you'll see why I'm saying that in relation to the others, because there was a funny thing that happened with everyone's builds in the end. But we're going to leave you be. Folks, this is twitch.tv/earlyrave with a 3, not an E at the end. Be sure to check them out with the link in chat. And we'll look forward to seeing how you do in the polls.
Yeah, same here. And best of luck to the other contestants. And may the best man win.
Yes, may the best man win indeed. And now, we're on to Eclipse Chris.
Why, good evening, Kaz, and hello, everyone else.
Yes. Oh, good. Oh, wow. Hello to them. Good evening to me. Wow, I feel special. So, how are we feeling?
Well, yeah, I'm feeling all right. I'm a bit of a cough from me a little bit, but I'm all right. I'm all right.
Okay, well, that's good. Not as bad as last week, right? Because last week we were basically dying.
Yeah, last week wasn't very good. No, not at all.
Okay, good. Well, I'm
This
glad
week's
you're
been
better. You're not allowed to participate when you're sick anymore, by the way. Anyways, so
No.
I don't want it on my conscience. So you know the drill. You got 5 minutes. Take us through things. Let her rip, and I can't wait to see what you've done here because we're just laughing over here in chat right now.
Fantastic. Well, Nicolas Cage is back at it, and he's brought hell with him, and he has come for vengeance. So he's brought all the sort of nasties that you can possibly sort of think of. The main ones are the xenomorphs. They've been sent upon the Earth, and all destruction is being set loose. So let me put it to daytime for the first sort of just have a look around at the details, and we'll go into nighttime. So I went for a standard sort of US town build, simple straight through road in the middle, all the shops and such, and you got all the suburbs around the outside. Went with a nice fall theme because of the Halloween and stuff we've got at the moment. So some of the sort of highlight details are the train crash where the mother xenomorph has crashed through the passing train and knocked it over and set cars crashing in and flames going. I even put in all the little footsteps it's been taking to get through the central part of the town. So all the
that is
footprints.
a good detail. I love it.
We've got all the little baby xenomorphs that have been spawned from all the face huggers and that from killing people in town. We've got the army set up with Ernie backing them up to sort of stop them in their tracks. We have they come here by meteor basically, and here's a late comer. So they've sort of crashed in, or sort of the big black rock in the middle. They kind of ooze out from that and then go and infect people.
Right.
So this is the cement works, where it all sort of that's how the town came about and got built. Sort of grew up from there. Other little things of like just little destruction scenes of lampposts, telephone poles and that falling over. Lots of burnt out cars and trash everywhere and rubble everywhere, and all the xenomorphs all around on top of buildings and such, prowling around the streets, and they're being cornered at the moment by all sides.
Oh my.
And we've also got the, as you've seen, the Pac-Man and the ghosts. I'll press play and we can possibly see some around, but we'll go to nighttime. I think it's about, no, not quite enough. So this is where the sort of the eeriness sort of comes in with the light I've got going. So nice red sky. In the background, you can see the mega xenomorph and my Ernie's mother in the background with her laser eyes attacking. So it's a bit of a
that
gimmick.
is great detail.
So I've got little laser beams in her eyes. So she's quite powerful, she is. So looming in the background, you've got the big fight going on. And in the foreground, you've got all the sort of burning destruction. All the it's very foggy around as well. And you've got obviously the smaller one attacking from the middle. And it's just sort of all the burnt out.
I can't believe you did this in this amount of time.
I can't believe either. I'm surprised I did though. and we got all sort of the graveyard, all the mist and that growing around the graveyards and stuff, and just put mist everywhere. There's one. Oh. Little ghosty running around.
Oh, there's one. Caught another one. Dear goodness. They're hard to track down, just like in the actual
They
game.
are. They're very hard. And sure, there's a Pac-Man running around somewhere. Who is the garbage truck man? Here he is. Waka Waka.
I still wish the mouths were animated. That's literally the only thing that can make that better. That's just... Oh, I love it. It's so great. So what else have you got? You got a little over a minute.
Okay. It's just sort of getting nice sort of scenes at night and sort of the eeriness of it, and I used to get a bit darker in the nighttime for. It is mainly just the central point down the middle. I'd spent a lot of time on the details, flipping trucks over, creating little disaster scenes, and of course the ghost train. Can't forget the ghost train.
Right.
Which is just a ghost on the front of the train. So it's technically a ghost train. It's just all the sort of disaster stuff through the middle, the destruction, putting all the textures things. We've got all the what do you call it? Basically, well, the tarmac's been burnt because of the burning cars underneath. It's just sort of eerie looking.
This is so... I'm floored. I am absolutely floored.
Playing to my strengths.
And you got your trains in, obviously. So
yes, trains are always trains.
I love this build. Top to bottom, love this build. It's so great. Thematically, it's there.
I put little lights on the these barriers.
Right. I love those little lights. But
and there is
I love this detail. I love the amount of detail there is. I love the overall scope. I love just having the Queen Xenomorph versus, Mama Ernie in the background.
Yeah.
And of course you got a zombie running around, because why not have a zombie?
Why not?
So, I mean, that's just...
Nicolas Cage is running havoc on this place.
I know, right? It's just... This is so stunning on so many levels.
Thanks. I'm going to change my theme later so you can see something really funny, but
right. Feel free later, but I can't.
Yeah.
I'm floored by this, but I will compliment a few things in particular. I love the exact time of day and LUT that you picked. The exact time of day and LUT that you picked for the initial showcase was perfect, because
it's
so good. You've got the graveyard, which is just iconic. We've got, the Xenomorph, which is always over the top and amazing to see. And then you've also, again, and something I'll say here, and if you've been watching the interviews, you know where I'm going with this, but if you haven't, then you'll know where I'm going with it. But this is very much like Act 2, like late Act 2, early Act 3, like with the climax in it. Like, this is...
where the army's coming to stop everything from going
exactly.
down to
like, This is the climax. This is the climax of the big thing. This is the big final fight. Probably like late Act 2, all of Act 3 type thing. Like, this is all hell breaks loose. But I love it. It's great. I can't wait to see how you do in the polls. Folks, for your consideration, twitch.tv/EclipseChris. And now, folks, we are on to participant number 4. Kiki.
Hello.
Kiki, you're up against some pretty stiff competition today.
I have seen. So I had to ask my friend Pumpkinhead Live, who's a mod for the channel, to come and help me with my spooky tours. So he's driving around on his tractor.
That's good.
Wow, that
so
was a bit quick.
We're gonna go ahead and start your timer. You got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just wow us. I can't wait to see what you've got, because I mean, you're the reigning champion. I can't wait to see what's there. I love the pumpkins. I know Kazwife does. Let's go. Let's do it.
So, what more fun do you have than going on a spooky farm tour? So we've got one of those set up with the spooky Pumpkinhead driving the tractor, who's just vanished on us again. Damn it, Pumpkin! Stop doing this to me.
I mean, it's Pumpkin. What'd you expect? You could have hired better help.
True, but then I wouldn't have got the spookiness.
True. Brings. Yeah, I mean, it's disappearing randomly. So
we've got lots of abandoned buildings, lots of skeletons, ghosts, bats, things like that. Pumpkins all the way around here. Spooky ponds, traffic that shouldn't be parked there, but that's what happens, unfortunately. A couple of haunted houses around here. So that's area number 1 for the spooks and the chills in the place. We've got a couple of small areas. So we've got one of the little towns over here, and on the edge of this island, we have a fairly large spooky cemetery where the Adams family decided they wanted to live here because of the spookiness of the general place. Another haunted house, they like their spooky neighbours, as well as an old abandoned sort of horror castle area, which is where a lot of ghost hunters come to sort of try and see whether they can catch a ghost via spirit boxes or thermal cameras, so on and so forth.
Right.
Then if we head over here, we've got our other little town here. So there's lots of sort of abandoned areas around both of the area, the towns, as well as by the dam. There's an abandoned office block up there where they go to try and hunt for ghosts. This one's been blocked off, but they managed to leave a few gaps, so people do creep on in there and try to find ghosts and try and get evidence that they do exist. Now, if we head up to the dam quickly, just a simple, plain, abandoned building. We've got Mr. Skeleton sort of coming out of the wall there to try and spook people as they're walking up the stairs. The main thing for this build is over here. So a meteor came down and hit the land, and afterwards these weird sort of portal crystal things started appearing randomly around. It's still on fire and has been for many, many years. There has been so much uncertainty about this. The military have set up a base camp nearby. So they've got the train that comes in, drops off all the equipment, and then goes back off. They also had random sinkholes that just appeared out of nowhere with fire in them. So they're investigating the anomalies behind these. I don't know what else there is. Problem. Ever since the meteor has happened, the mist has always sort of just, regardless of what time of year it is, been over here, over at the other abandoned buildings, and all around where the Adams family live. It's a bit of an anomaly. They can't explain half of the stuff that's happened since this impact and all of this buildings sort of started to appear.
Right.
So,
It's so creative. I love it. It's great. So, what else have you got for us? You got a little over a minute left. What have you got for us? What other spoopiness do you have? Because it's already spooky. I love it. Even though Pumpkin didn't show up for a shift, but that's okay.
so it's become tradition, as in most places. I mean, here's another park area where this mist just doesn't want to disappear. And they've got into the spirit of things. If I go down into first-person view, if you can just about see that they've decorated the lovely park here in the town with pumpkins, and I think there's a few skeletons hiding around in the trees and so on and so forth. There's a ghost over there to the right. They've just really got into the Halloween spirit. Oh yes, exactly. It's just your typical small towns Halloween with lots of derelict sort of haunted areas.
I like that.
Excuse
I
me.
really do like it. And something that I will say is...
we've got somebody in costume there.
Oh, we do?
Lady in costume. Walking around in her witch's
Oh.
outfit.
Oh, I like that. That's great. Oh, I mean, you gotta dress
there's-
up for Halloween, right?
Oh yeah, there's meant to be zombies as well, but I haven't spotted one yet.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's all the time
Oh,
we've
there we
got
go.
for you.
There we go.
unfortunately.
There's a
Oh, there we
zombie.
go. Just in time. So we've got, unfortunately, the interview's over, but I do have to say, legendary, absolutely legendary job. This whole time across the board has been great. I love the just fun of the pumpkins, and it really is a town trying to get into the spirit of the things. Little do they know that they're about to be part of the sequel to Something Nasty with that military base nearby. But
Exactly.
something else interesting, and I don't know if you've been watching the interviews, but what I will say is Gratham's was kind of the climax of something. Early Raz was kind of like the prelude, like kind of Act 1 introduction type thing. And then Eclipse Chris's was the climax, and then Gratham's was like the big Act 1, like this is all starting, or I guess kind of Act 2, like everything's going to hell type thing. And then I have been saying this whole time, yours has kind of started to remind me of like the credits teaser for the sequel type thing.
Yeah.
And it feels like all of yours are somehow related, and for that, I think it's amazing, even though it's totally on accident. But I absolutely love it. You guys have done an amazing job, and Kiggy, you've done great as our reigning champion, and I can't wait to see how you do in the polls. Folks, for your consideration, twitch.tv/Kiggy. And best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And folks, with that, we have our 4 builds. 4 incredible builds. I cannot state enough how incredible these builds have been. But now it's your turn. I've filled out my rubric. I've got it all right here on my screen, but it's time for you guys to vote. So we're going to go ahead and set up that vote. Oh, wrong thing. Dang it. We're going to wait a second. I'm sorry. I accidentally ran a 60-second ad break. I hit a wrong button. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. That was my apologies. Yeah, I know you see no ads. But we're going to be setting up the Twitch poll. That's what I'm actually here to do. I'm not here to run an unnecessary ad again. I apologize for that. That was totally my mistake. I'm such a derp. I'm gonna wait to post the poll until everyone can see again. Oh my goodness. Kaz Dirt Bingo? Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness. I'm so derpy. I've never done that before. I've never accidentally run an ad. I clicked the wrong thing. Anyways, so what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be running a quick poll. So the chat vote matters here. The chat vote absolutely matters. And if you're just tuning back in, I'm sorry, that ad was accidental. I did not do it on purpose. I was trying to click the poll button, and I accidentally hit the ad button. So I do apologize for that. It wasn't on purpose. I'll make sure that doesn't happen in the future. So the chat vote works as follows. You're going to vote for your favorite city, not your favorite streamer, your favorite city. And we've got 4 very strong contestants. I'm setting up the stuff right now, and you will be able to vote here in just a few seconds. But something I want you to keep in mind. Again, vote for your favorite city, not your favorite streamer. Who embraced Spooky and Snap the best? Who did the best job? And who is ready to have a great time with this? So be sure to get your votes in now. We'll go ahead and hop back into quadrants so we can see each of these a bit more clearly. And we'll also pull up the voting interface. So if you cannot see the chat vote, be sure to use /vote1, /vote2, /vote3, or /vote4 to vote for your city. No idea who to vote for. This is going to be close. Eclipse is an amazing build, but that Act 2 disaster, not Spooky. Ooh. There we go. Thanks for the gift sub. Yes. Yes, definitely. Where is the vote? The vote is available now, Limbazzle. It's available in chat, or you can type /vote1, /vote2, /vote3, or /vote4 for Grathamy, Early Rave, Eclipse Chris, or Kiggy, respectively. Spooky has a wide range. It really does have an incredibly wide range, and I can't wait to see what you guys think, because I've got my rubric figured out, but chat, you guys are a huge part of it. You guys are part of this vote. You guys are part of the decision. And Don Lane with more gift subs to Maddie by the Sea, Zenny Boy, and Z Lycos. Legendary. Absolutely legendary. Thank you so much for those gift subs. It really means a lot. And Udon, thank you for the follow. Really means a lot. Welcome to the community. And Quan Henry, thank you for joining the community. And also, folks, be sure to join the Discord if you want to be part of the conversation. And also, hop into Discord as soon as this event is over. I'm curious to hear what you think. If you have opinions that you want to voice to me right after this event is the best time to do it. Or you can join the Discord and post. Or you can message me directly. Be sure to check out my individual streams, twitch.tv/CavsGem. After, this is all over, you can check it out Monday through Thursday. I stream Monday through Thursday. It's absolutely great. I play City Skylines, EU4, and Surviving the Aftermath primarily. So come over, check out some stuff for that. And then also, I want to shout out all of our moderators today. Legendary moderator staff. It couldn't happen without them. Also, a quick shout for the Patreon page. Be sure to check that out if you want to support the event in a new way. Be sure to check out the subscriber button if you are feeling so inclined. Also, be sure to check out the YouTube so you can see stuff that has happened in the past. Absolutely great stuff. And folks, with 30 seconds left, be sure to get your votes in. Get them in now, folks, because you're going to regret it if you're not able to vote. Because, I mean, we got to get your vote in. It doesn't happen without you. It doesn't happen without you, folks. We've got to make sure we get your vote in. Get your vote in. Do it. Get your votes in. Get your votes in, folks. Make it happen. And now, it looks like we've had someone just edge out in the chat vote. They're all so well tied. No, we're not going to vote for a tie, Ignis. We don't do that here. They go, hey, do you want to support the community? Just show up, bring a friend, donate keys for giveaways, compete, buy merch, help on the back end. All these help support Cities in a Snap. That was close. It's very close. Let me go ahead and enter these numbers into the rubric so that we can have a winner declared. Give me just a moment there. So it looks like we have Eclipse, then Gratham, then Kiki, then Early Wrap. There we go. So get these all entered, and it looks like we have a winner, folks. The winner of Cities in a Snap by the chat vote plus rubric that I have as the judge, which will be made available after this event, is... Are you ready? Can we get a drum roll? Congratulations, Eclipse Chris, on winning Spooky in a Snap. How does it feel? You have won. You have finally won. You have done it, my friend. You have done it.
I've got two cats speaking to me. 1 second. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, that is great. You did absolutely great. One vote, Mario. One vote for the chat vote, actually. Yeah, one vote away in the chat vote.
My god.
It was close in the chat vote. It was pretty close in the rubric, too. And chat definitely could have changed the rubric this time, is what I'll say.
Jesus.
And folks, the rubric will be made available on Discord in about 2 minutes. As soon as I'm done here with Eclipse Chris, as soon as you close that stream, it'll be available for everyone to watch.
I thought I wasn't in for the running because of the whole map situation stuff and my lack of time I had.
Oh no, you definitely are. You definitely are. So how's it feel? You did a great job. I mean, take a victory lap around your city if you want. Like, oh my goodness, so good.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness, like, I mean, how's it feel to win? You've been after this W
fantastic.
for a while.
Yeah, because obviously it was a joint one last final with Kiki, and Kiki just edged it because of that one little bit of population or whatever it was that happened.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do small towns, so I got that. So I did small towns, and now I've got the final again. And jeez.
Yeah, just absolutely great. And again, I can't congratulate you hard enough. I know you've been after this for a while, for months and months. You've been telling me, I'm gonna do it, and you finally did it. Folks, our new reigning champion, Eclipse Chris, will join us in 3 weeks for the final.
I've got to thank it to Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage brought me through this. He's a fantastic human being.
Oh my goodness.
His face is just a full of memes.
Dear. Okay, well, we are going to minimize that.
Piece of him.
And we are going to bid you adieu and allow you to chat with your fans, because, folks, this is a close one. It was really good. And, Chris, congratulations once again.
Thanks. Thank you. Just everyone else did so fantastic. Congratulations.
It was fantastic across the board.
Everyone did so good.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely so good. And, folks, with that is the end of Cities in a Snap. This has been a great event, as usual. I loved the Spooky in a Snap. We had 4 excellent builds, but Chris just barely edged out in a couple different categories, and that's all it takes sometimes. But folks, let me know. Did you like Spooky in a Snap? Would you like to see more like this? Are you curious about how Cities in a Snap operates? Are you curious how you can register? Are you curious how you can commentate? Be sure to come join me in Discord for the after party. I hang out there for a little bit. We get some good stuff done. And folks, until next time, this is Kazgem signing out. See ya!